Is in the rain, man, I'd rather battle with flames. Head tainted by cloudy judgment, it's overcast in my brain. Explain the weather to me like a 5-year-old. I don't know why the snow is piling up on the bathroom counter, but that's kinda dope. I've eloped to a separate plane through the moon and stars. Truth is lost, when she said I do, was my coup de grace. Who the boss? I've requested time off to remove the frost. Both you and your crew will get clipped together like the shoes at Ross. It's a food for thought, I'm sick of watching your noodle rot. Content watered down, it's obvious you tossed up for too much sauce. And you ain't raw, man, knew your music was doomed to flop. Worse than an X-ray in Austin Powers after his judo chop. Shoot your shot, don't sit and be bitter, fam. I'm an innovator, you just in a van. I can eat your verse, but I got dinner plans. Most haters had been a fan till they caught the girl with a different man. And I didn't plan to DM till they sent me one over Instagram.
Against my window.
What's up, everybody? We live! It's White Collar Rhymes Wet and Wild Wednesday edition. I'm D-Bird. I am acting as the tech guru for this excursion. We've also got Nikey Joe. Nikki, what's up?
I'm just here.
She is just here, and she will lend an ear. Ray Stanz. What's going on,
y'all?
partner?
Hey, everybody. Sorry for the false alarm and announcements in the lobby earlier, but we on tonight.
We out here. We just wanted to make you want it more. Really is what it was.
That's right.
We wanted you to, be like, no, please review my music. I have so much potential.
Tease you just the smidgen.
Well, you know what? Shout out Hack and shout out Chris, because they both put sad emojis out there and said, oh, they were disappointed, genuinely. And so then they were happy when we were back.
Well, we're glad that you're happy, and I'm sorry that we disappointed you. It won't happen again.
Oh, I guarantee you we will disappoint you again. At least speaking personally, I take pride in disappointing you. Set the bar low, and then when you do just inch above it, people praise you. Shout out to King Zig or Kong Zog, who thinks he's from the UK. Richard Flaunters, what's up, playa?
That's a dope name. I like that name.
Richard Flaunters.
It's distinguished.
Did Discord mute you? Well, what did you do?
Did Discord mute you, or did you mute you?
I mean,
you deserve it, Mr. Flaunters.
Responsibility for your actions.
What was happening around that time?
They have consequences. Hey, at least it didn't ban you.
Service wide. Oh, yeah. It's probably all those dick pics.
Stop servicing. I'm just kidding.
Stop servicing yourself on stream.
Are you what the hell are you doing, bro?
Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy.
Right? All right. Anyways.
Real Olivia, what's cracking? For those who don't know, for anyone who's tuning in for the first time, who, let's be real, who is? But just in case you catch this on the flippity flop, what we do here is every week we gather a collection of songs curated from our community, White Collar Rhymes on Discord. We take them in order and we say, how can I offer practical tips for these young artists to spread their wings and fly? Now, we've got a stacked queue today. Excited to dig in here. But before we do, I want to set expectations a little bit and just kind of ask my co-host, Nikki, what do you think we're in store for today?
I think we're in store for a little bit of hopefully maybe some jazzy type beats and maybe some trap, probably some drum and bass, because you always get some drum and bass and you're like, I don't know what to do with this, but all right. So I think maybe a little electronic, hopefully some wubs.
You do love your wubs. You hear that? You got some wubs? Send it to us for the loves. Ray Stanz, best guess of how it's going to go today.
I'm going to say mostly solid, slash promising slash, you could be really good, good with some feedback type stuff. And then there'll be at least one real shitty track where, hey, you're going to give you that constructive feedback, but we got to tell you the truth. going to say, you know what, it's not it. Potentially, and then there'll be at least one banger.
Not real shitty, just a wet and penis, a work in progress.
Yeah, right.
A whip.
Man, I was watching another stream the other day, and what did the guy say? He I mean, we've talked about, the type of feedback we give and how we give it. And this guy was like, he played a couple tracks and he just said, "That's it. I'm ending the stream right here. I hope you all tear your Achilles tendon." And then he just stopped the stream. So, it gets intense out there.
Alunti XD. Hey man, all we offer is our first reaction. And that's kind of it. It's just a unbridled live look into our brains as we process the sounds that are going through our ears.
Shout out. I'm sorry.
I
was just going to say, shout out Blueprints in the chat. Blueprints, you're on notice. I think we Blueprints was told he owes us a finished track. It's been all like whip, raw, unmixed. So I'm hoping if Blueprints drops tonight, they got something mixed.
Blueprints, brilliant name. So all right, let's dig into this. I think that's enough preamble. I think I did my preamble shit. Take that, Paradise. I can do it too. Suck a dick.
Love you, Paradise.
Nah, fuck them.
I love you.
Mr. Oh, I'm on a plane. Oh, well, you know what else is on plane? Snakes. I hope they bite through your dick and you never make it onto the ground.
I hope he's on like a soul plane type cruise.
You hope he's surrounded by marijuana smoke?
No.
As a non-smoker, I'm sure that would be his biggest nightmare.
It's better than snakes on a motherfucking plane.
Depends on who you talk to. All right.
What?
Getting into it. First up, we've got Hack Prod, Cyber City. Let's take a listen.
I just noticed. Is it 5:44?
The EDM ones are always forever time signatures. think it's pretty much, we get it. That was Cyber City by Hack Prod. Nick Joe, what thought?
Listen, this is a jam. I liked it. You had really good build-ups. You had nice little drops. Segues between every change-up were pretty seamless. There was at about 2 minutes and 49 in that change-up in that area. When I think that it was a synth that came in, everything came in a little bit loud. So maybe just turn some parts of that down to make it mesh just a little bit better. But other than that, I think that after 420, it kind of got a little bit longer, but I also see this being something, you know, at a festival, which you want something that long, and how it ended is exactly like you would be in the crowd, like, you know, at the end with it nice and slow, lights going through the smoky air, you know, like I could see it now. I really like this a lot. I was jamming. I liked the there was like a weird note key change at like before the first drop at like I think it was like 40 seconds in that I first heard it, and it was different. And I was kind of like, I don't know about this, but then when you did go to that first drop, which was actually more of a segue, it kind of made more sense. So I didn't really complain about it too much. But I liked this a lot. The drums at about 3 minutes into where you had those drums, I think that you should have had another drum change in like that that section right there, because it was almost too repetitive with like I think the drums maybe sounded flat. There was something different about those drums at 3 minutes, and I liked them, but just needed a little bit different. But yeah, this is awesome. I love this. I know that I had a lot of notes about it, but that's just because I really liked this. So there's just different things I see that could just make it even more better. But this is phenomenal. I'm going to give this like a 90.
Ooh,
I liked it a lot. For how long it was, it kept my attention almost the entire time. Like I said, about 420, it started to drop off. But then I see the festival appeal of that, which this is what this feels like. Is like that's what that is. Or even at a bar, you know, at a DJ, that's what this song is for. That end has to be slow like that, because that's when like the energy of the song lingers like in the atmosphere when you're listening to something like this live. That's just, I don't know, that's why I like music and EDM.
And here we are, Mr. Ray, what thought?
Well, I agree with pretty much everything Nikki said. I just had a couple of moments where like things that like kind of drew my attention and made me tilt my head a little bit were like when there was that dropout in the break, and then there was like some low bass that came in that kind of, I don't know, it felt a little bit awkward to me, or I was noticing it and it was kind of taking me out of the enjoyment of the track a little bit. And then it might have been the stream or maybe my ear. I don't know. It just felt like there was an effect that was in there where like it was kind of drawing the melody away from its key, like some type of warp or shift that was happening, which I thought, because it was like a journey. Like I agree with like Nikki, it was like a little bit long, but also it was super cool and did keep my attention most of the way through. But those like moments of like what felt to me like a little bit of discordance. I don't know if that was like the best choice at those moments. Maybe that's something you could draw back on a little bit. It's just my 2 cents. I'm going to go with 75 to 80 for this one. I thought it was solid. It was good vibe, good bop, and I thought it was cool.
So a 77.5?
77.5. Sure. We'll round up to 78.
Just give it the freaking, that's why you always give like 68 and shit.
78.
We do very specific ratings here, folks.
Yeah.
0.25, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the third.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a hard 73.696969. Here's why. I think that this was super fun. I loved the melodies of this. I think the way that they crafted all of them, it fit very well together. Loved the buildups and the releases. Oh, that sweet release. The part that I kind of knocked some points off of was just merely the drums. I think the drums were very much stock drums. They needed to be a little bit harder. Instead of using the first, drum that is listed on Fruity Loops, maybe dig a little bit deeper, maybe add some reverb to the actual kicks and the snares. That's where I think that this could be improved. It just felt a little for lack of a better word, just corny from the drum angle. That being said, masterfully put together. And I think just that small little change would, in my brain, make it, from a 73.696969 to a 90. The other thing is, like, Nikki mentioned festivals. A little long for just sitting here and listening to it, right? But also this type of music isn't necessarily for that. So, just something to keep in mind is, like, did you already kind of do what you meant to do with it after the first two, verses and chorus parts? Is there more to explore there? Something to keep in mind. But for festivals, fuck it. So that's my feedback. Mad props. Shout out to Hack Prod. I see that Goey just tipped $5. Woo, woo, woo.
Whoa!
You just smash that fucking tip button, and we will smash that review on you right now, baby.
Yep.
Which one are you, Goey? Stop sharing. Let's see. Goey. Bear with me while I find Goey's track. Oh, there it is.
I didn't realize I was muted, y'all. Sorry. I was eating it.
You're good.
Skipping to the front of the line. Goey, we've got a wet in penis. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Siren. Work in progress. Some call it works in progress. I'm not convinced that's what WIP means.
Did you say water? No, it was what.
It was like one dumb joke from like forever ago, and it's just, we're keeping it going, baby. All right.
When you asked that, I didn't know what it was either. So
I knew it just from corporate bullshit. Ilunti, 26 hours, my friends. Masterful. You say you're just still a beginner on music. Keep going, man. You have something special. Like I said, the drums were where it kind of, just felt like it could use some improving, but overall pretty solid. But ejecting that into the space pod, off into the sun, you're already dead to me because my boy Goey Music just dropped a new track and we got to listen it right now. Let's go.
130. It's a good length.
So. Thank you, Alunti.
When the city turns into an asylum, won't be one sound of a siren. Timing's gotta be immaculate, cause this money and power thing's timeless. Money and power is addictive. Money and power is a virus. You roll with or without license. No decorum or guidance. Contraband. Vehicle loaded with goods for the export. No man's land. Dance with the devil or book your own Deadpool. Survival plan. Hunger in the belly gonna send a man mental. Understand. Boss like that will always stay presidential.
All right. That was Goey Siren, Wet in Penis. I will go first here. Yeah, I think that was definitely a sample. I was going to say Skepta, but that's just because I'm a dum-dum when it comes to UK rhymes. As far as the, Flowdan, perfect. As far as the production goes, I think that this was really solid. However, you got to do something before a whole minute, right? I think that a minute for any song to build up is crazy. That's like going on a first date and then doing bowling for 10 hours. And by the time you hit the third game, you're already like, oh, God damn it. I'm going to have to drink heavy for this one. And you're like, oh no, we still got another 8 hours of this. Yeah, I would say definitely cut that down. 8 bars max. Like, I know EDM's a little different than rapping. So let's be generous and just say like, okay, 25 seconds, max, right? You can get your buildup done in that time. Once it actually hit, though, that was pretty sick. I think the sample you used was perfect for the production that you had. I think that if I was to make any suggestions on the actual, meat and potatoes here, the backing synths, that low, like the 808 parts, I think could be raised a little bit. I think that bumping it just a tad would really make it pop. That's where I'm at. Where it's at right now, for the potential I see in it, I'll go ahead and give it 70 if you cut the fucking intro. Nikki.
It's hard to gauge if this is, I know it's a work in progress, how much more you're trying to add on to this. This can't end like this. And we all know that. We're all well aware of that. I really enjoyed your flow. I enjoy your tone. You had a very eclectic, this felt like a piece of art. I say that every so often about specific things. Because I never really looked at rap that way until actually Jacob had me listen to some different Kendrick Lamar tracks, because I just really didn't listen to anything like that. So I kind of look at this a little bit differently. I'm going to give it a 75 because I do also like where this is going. I think that the buildup is nice. It's almost like a nice mysterious intro to build up, and then you come in with this tone that's it's not so much clashing with it, but it's so different than it. But it somehow works together. So I really like this. I'd like to see where this goes. It needs to be longer. You can cut the intro. I agree with D-Bird. It just depends on where you're overall going with this. So it's kind of hard to even, any intro like that I think is too long without having some kind of talking or something to keep people interested. But it was a nice little, I think that it was a female vocal in the background. That was a nice build up. Yeah, but I like this overall. I definitely want to hear more. It's really hard to judge this fully. It could be completely different next time because of where it's at. But definitely keep going. I like where your brain's at.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to rate it just because, D-Bird, to your point about the long intro, and it's not really clear exactly where it's going to go, because I would imagine you take out the intro and we only heard 40 seconds of a beat, so it's what other switch ups and stuff are you going to wind up doing? But vibe wise, I definitely dig it. I like this. I like the acapella that you chose to put over. D-Bird has moved to the point of asphyxiation.
Are you okay, D-Bird?
Good choice.
Do we need to call zone?
Nope, all good. I was just coughing at how dope it was.
Yeah, good choice of acapella. Good vibe. Come back with a more complete whip. It's not an oxymoron, and I'll give you a rating then. Shout out Gowie.
Boop, boop, boop. All right, Gowie, keep that fucking hand slapping on them bass, slapping the bass, and we will see you next time you finish it. All right, next up, we got baby. Oh,
he's blue.
But at this point, next up, we got Vampires Ops
by Richard Flaunters.
By Richard Flaunters, the pariah of the Discord himself. Not our Discord, just Discord in general, apparently.
He's allowed on ours. He's allowed on ours, but banned from the rest.
Maybe we should look into that, Ray.
Give it like 85% volumes. The ad libs are loud. No, you know what, motherfucker? I'm going to play it full blast as it was intended.
I'm turning it up, Richard Flaunters.
And if you want us to not comment on your loud ass ad libs that you're saying ahead of time or loud, turn them down.
Yelling at us in capitals, being loud.
Fair enough. All right, let's see just how loud these ad libs are. Richard Flaunters, Vampires.
I don't come inside unless I've been invited. I'm not trying to slide with any vampires. People by your side that stab you from behind that said it was your time. Buy your girl flowers, long-legged like I'm Sanji. When I kick it off with MCs on Team Rocket, got them lifting off, y'all playing low-key. I've been playing off-key, practice the most key. Pros get the audio checked, but it's not free. Yo, I should know, checking in code more than a hobby. It's a top-notch audio project, call me. When you need a sound polished, I'm on that, all me. Big stepping like I have my coffee. Drop the kids off before I log in my white collar job. See, all these little rappers little stepping at me. It could not be. Seen them all tiptoeing, thighs closed like they was a tight hoe who need to piss off. Believe me, I drop my tight flows on your stepping like those and fly before you even tap the sign. No soliciting. Thanks for listening. We could visit on your porch if you with a kid, till the sky is thickening with stars, or until you decide the visit ends. But if that time is thick with potential, talking rhymes and sick instrumentals, and you decide to get rich with Rich Bro, I'll read your mind and I'll flip through your window. Don't come inside unless you've been invited. We not trying to slide with any vampires. People by your side that stab you from behind, said it was your time. Buy your girl flowers. Don't come inside unless you've been invited. We not trying to slide with any vampires. People by your side that stab you from behind, said it was your time. Buy your girl flowers. I'm not in soliciting or sales. Boy, I'm into listening and I do it well. Maybe I'm a fangirl, hell, but I'm never gonna squeal or tell. I'm not in soliciting or sales. Girl, I'm into listening and I do it well. Maybe I'm a fanboy, hell, but I'm never gonna squeal or tell.
Were there ad libs?
You know, it's funny you said that because I didn't hear any ad libs.
I don't think I heard a single ad lib.
I didn't either.
So
Maybe we turned it down too much.
I didn't touch the fucking thing, so maybe he turned it down.
Oh, the ops. Yeah, well, I guess the volume must have been okay, because if I can't remember the ad lib, then it couldn't have been too loud.
Oh yeah, I think there is one ad lib that comes in. He says the ops, and it is probably from something else. Ray, what thought?
That was a bit well, I don't know, we never know what we're gonna hear, right? And that caught me off guard. It was like a little bit like playful and kind of goofy and satire-y, like in terms of the delivery and like some of the lyrical content. I like Richard Flaunter's tone and presence, like on the mic. Like he kind of had some tentativeness, like maybe it could be somebody who's younger or just starting out in their journey. But it sounded like a decent, nice recording. Obviously, there wasn't much going on like mix wise. It just sounded like maybe a single layer. I don't know. Maybe there was a double underneath it, but like not a lot of effects or anything that was standing out going on. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of it. I got to give it like I'm going to give it like a 55 because I liked I'm interested in like Richard Flaunters, like artistically. I want to hear some other things. But this sounds like a track that's sort of like a bit lacking in like a complete conception and execution.
Yeah. Here's where I'm at. I didn't hear any ad libs. So other than ops, I think that an actual ad lib layer would have helped a lot for the verses. I also think just as far as the overall presentation, the delivery just sounded uncomfortable, right? It just didn't sound like you were very comfortable on it. And I'm wondering if it has to do with, just the emotion, right? It kind of came off a little robotic, kind of came off a little bit like you were reading off of, your phone. So ironically, at the very end, when you were like, that was kind of the most emotion that I had heard to that point. So I think that, experimenting a little bit more with kind of your tone and your delivery, as well as the emotion you have behind it, even with kind of a fuck around song about vampires, a metaphor song, I think the writing was good. I think it was just the delivery was lacking, right? The only other thing I would say as far as the overall product here, the overall presentation, I don't know if you made this beat. I don't know if you downloaded this beat off of YouTube, but the drums are so fucking buried in the beat. Like you couldn't hear them. You couldn't hear a kick. You could barely hear the snare. And so it came off a little bit like here's this silent, barely fucking there instrumental on top of a separate layer that's completely separate of vocals, right? And it's only one layer of vocals. Ideally, you should have one thing that's a cohesive package with a couple layers at least of main vocal, ad libs to strengthen, points of emphasis, as well as inside of the all encapsulating beat. So overall, I give it 50 because I like the writing. Nick Joe.
Woo. Okay, well, I'm going to give you a 65. I'll just start there. So you didn't have layers at all. I think that you need layers because you do definitely sound like you are still working with your vocal delivery. You do have your lyrics. Some of them, they're funny. But there's some places where it seems like you need to tighten up and possibly shorten up some of your lyrics. You do have good lyrics. I agree with the guys there. There's some places where you might want to think about taking, one of your extra filler words out. So then you don't, it seems like either you need to take out all the breaths or some of the breaths that are in there because it's making it sound like you are a little, breathy, running out of breath. Or so it makes it sound like you're saying too much. So maybe you think about removing some of those so you can tighten up your flow and your delivery a little bit. You do have a good vocal tone. You do have a nice flow and delivery. It just needs some of that tightening. I agree with it, guys, as well. Maybe having a little bit more emotion. Sometimes it sounded like you were a little bit more so reading rather than delivering, which also just kind of ties right back into that. But I definitely think that the layers would help add that body to the song, to your total composition. I definitely think that adding some layers or actual ad-libs, more likely probably layers, will add you a little bit more padding, a little bit more depth if you aren't, able to get the correct inflections through to give that emotion at this time. That might also help there. So definitely maybe look into, recording a little bit more like that, trying to memorize more of your lyrics or shorten some so you can tighten it up and really kind of just get into the beat and flow with it. So then you're not fighting it or trying to keep up with it. But overall, I give this a 65. I think that it has a lot of good, strong building blocks, and your lyrics were good, and your delivery isn't ass. So
there you have it. Delivery isn't ass. Some people like ass. Some people think ass is great.
It's a whip. It's a whip.
Whip it hard. Whip it good. All right. Next up, if we don't get a fucking tip, I'm going to be forced to play Broken Twins. We Need a Beat Productions, 24-hour live to freestyle. Do I dare? Do I dare? Yeah, I'll do it. Broken Twins, 24 hours to live. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, bro? Yeah, dab it up. I just had one question. What would you do if you had only 24 hours? In 24 hours, I don't have enemies. I kill any bitches you motherfuckers wanna send to me. Add to the list all my friends that all pretend to be. What I'ma do, you can't even call it a felony. Go to the ridge, go ahead and take on some equity. Pull up on your bitch with a stick and grab a neck for me. Go on the alcoholic rage, cause that's the remedy. 100 miles, switching up the lanes like this melody. I'm giving my son everything that he wants. Then I'ma take a couple hours just to hit up this blunt. Yeah, tickets to Bad Bunny shows so he can fall. I got that Glock, ride that shotgun, but I pump in the trunk. I did the math, I got 40 minutes to go. To anyone I'm performing, just know I'm still in the show. I'm jumping out of a plane, they better watch out below. I'm building up on the courage, just give it some time to grow. To the pedophiles, what's up now? I'm coming wild. I would never understand how you get hard for a child. I'm taking all of you down, I'm sitting y'all in the pile. I gave the victims revenge, just sitting back and just smile. That goes for anyone who wants to go against me, come test me. JB, it's time to put the bars with the best. I'm calling on the carbon with the steel to protect me. When I'm done, they won't have the time to arrest me. I ain't done having fun yet with another gun. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's time to purge, killing everyone. Give me the kick right out the hero, don't compare me to none. I don't need the accolades to tell me that I just won. Don't need a reason, I think it's part of the season. That's something I just believe in. Instead of sitting and grieving, I better go and achieve it and hope that they all receive it. Can any of whom deceive it? Give a fuck how you perceive it. I get it now. For one, it's too much power. Can y'all hear me now? I guess I'll say it louder. Would you save a soul or would you go devour? Tell me, what would you do in 24 hours? Fuck. Damn, I don't have any shots left. Okay. I surrender. I'm coming out now. Don't shoot.
Me and my niggas outside of the crib, blowing the smoke and rolling a few, shooting some dice.
That's not what we're listening to. All right, that was Broken Twins, 24 Hours to Live freestyle. Okay, here's just a ponderance that I have. Here's just a thought. It's like, if you had 24 hours to live and you're like, I know what I'm going to do, a bunch of raping and killing. So is it the only thing holding you back is you just don't want the consequences of said raping and killing, fucking your best friend's girlfriend? That's what's holding you back. Okay, I see you. Might be a bad person. No, we kid. Here's the deal. I thought that I like the delivery. Clearly, he's comfortable on a mic. He's got a good flow. He knows what he's doing. He's comfortable there. I like the ends, getting locked up. He's kind of telling a whole story, right? We've seen stuff from them before. I know Broken Twins is solid. They're always solid. This, however, was a miss for me for a couple reasons. One, Jester, for producing this beat, don't like it. It was clown ass beat, which I guess goes with Jester. Didn't like the beat. The whole thing was kind of goofy. Then the subject matter, right? Like, I think that it was an interesting idea and you took it basically as simple as you could. I think, okay, I have 24 hours to live. What am I going to do? I just don't think you put a lot of thought into what activities you might be doing. Still solid performance. I'd give it a 65 for that reason alone. What about you, Ray Stanz?
Comparable. I disagree. I mean, and then again, we can, it's preference. I think the beat I actually like the beat. I think a playful kind of like goofy beat is okay every once in a while if you're going to do something a bit ridiculous. I think conceptually it was a good pairing. It could work. I agree with some of the I don't know. I think everybody wants to agree they're going to do extreme things with 24 hours left, but I think it's going to be more like the end of that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where everyone just goes and sits at a dinner table with somebody in the media or wipes your ass out, and it's like you're going to have a normal day. Like, you're not going to get all your retribution or do all your extreme stuff that you think you're going to do. Or maybe you are a criminal who's just waiting for a license to do whatever you want, and that's I mean, fine, say so on the track, whatever. I have a bias against this track and this beat because I'm familiar with Jester, the producer. I'm familiar with the beat. This is for me, famously, this is AWOL's dirty, nerdy freestyle. And D-Bird, I'd be curious to hear you listen to that and compare that to this. And see,
you don't want me to do that.
I think I've listened to that one. Is it on his SoundCloud?
Yeah. And that was actually, not that we're here to talk about AWOL, but that was like one of the moments where AWOL, like he said he was just going to mess around and practice. And who is somebody who, talk about like, are you comfortable? Are you more tentative? He can still be like a lot of newer MCs, myself included. It's like, you're just not quite there. Like you think you're going to do something and you're not sure. It's like you're not quite pulling it off. And that comes across. Right. So like for him, like what he did, in my estimation, like the first time I heard it, I was like, oh shit, this guy like tore this beat up. Like he just felt so comfortable and like had like flow switches and variations. He had a singy part. He did more variations in his version or in his freestyle over this beat than what I heard Broken Twins do. Broken Twins had like a nice competent, I agree with D-Bird, nice confident delivery, but it was a little bit static the whole way through, like in terms of the flow and stuff. But you know what? Overall, I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna go with line up right D-Bird and go 65. I like the presence, I like the vibe. I kind of enjoyed the beat. I just it's just like, it didn't leave much of an impression on me in the end. I don't think it's something I would come back to.
All right. Yeah. 65. Nick Joe, what we got?
Yo, so I liked, obviously, I think that I always enjoy their flow and tone. For them, I liked the second part of this. I liked the double time. If I'm just looking at that, I wasn't totally paying attention to the lyrical content on what you would do, because I would go the other way and I would save a soul. I would not devour. Which is what you tended to describe. But I did like that concept too. What would you do with 24 hours? Like, I do like that. So for that, I'm gonna go with the 70 for this one. Because I thought that, basic, all of the building blocks are there, everything's there. You do have a good flow, a good tone. You did have a good emphasis on specific parts of it. I think that the second part of the song was better than the first.
There we go. Broken Twins. Shout out, friend. Thanks for submitting.
Shout out, Broken Twins.
All right. Well, we have a skip. Our friend Stovalt just stole the fucking next spot in the queue.
Yes. I'm not on YouTube.
Let's share this shit.
Where's MBS? YouTube?
Mailbox Spiders is watching via YouTube. Shout out
MBS.
Friends. Hope you have a new song that we can review tonight, because honestly, if I go like 3 weeks without Mailbox Spiders and the anime that accompanies it, my dick falls off. It just explodes right off of my fucking torso. So I need my steady stream of MBS. Otherwise I get pops. I get the pops.
You want to DM one of us?
Love you, brother.
All right, but it's not about me. This, my friends, is about Stovalt. We've got the Balance Scale Open Verse Mix 2. Let's check it out.
Where's Rogue?
You've got some fucking love, but say it to me again. How's it like for you like a father? And would he be proud of his daughter? All this time
Ooh.
Shopping it around. He's like, anybody interested? And a couple oohs.
Like a balance scale, weighs are strong and true. Now your picture tips the scales, and it's left it broken too. So long, goodbye. I'll leave the past behind. So long, goodbye. I'll leave the past behind. If you could see between the lines of what comes back to you, maybe you'd find the ways you did me wrong too. The scale was even, now tips and sway. Now tips and sway. So long, goodbye. Tips and sway. So long, goodbye. Tips and sway.
All right. That was Stovalt, the balance scale with an open verse. Let's go with Nikki. Nikki, what'd you think?
I like this a lot. You have a great voice, Stowell. I loved your tone. I liked you. You have a nice vocal ability. You have some good vocal control, the ability to draw out your notes while you still have the gravel, which definitely takes some vocal ability without destroying your throat. So definitely have. I like this a lot. I'm gonna give this a 90. It's not finished. Don't get someone on here that's gonna destroy this. Be very picky. Just be very picky because this is really good. And I thought this was going to be blown out, and it wasn't at all. Just by the way it looks blown out as fuck. It does, but it ain't. Once I got it on, it was a little. So it sounded good. I didn't hear it. It didn't sound crunchy to me, but I'm also a little bit sick, so I have a bubble over my ears.
Sometimes the ones that look blown out
ain't at all.
Ain't. Good lesson. Ray Stanz, what do you think about this blown out hoe of a song
Thank
here?
you for your tip and thank you for this gift. I appreciate you, Stovall.
Yeah, shout out Stovall. Stovall, I can't tag Stovall right now in the Discord chat. I don't know if he showed up, tip, dropped, and then left, but or not the Discord chat. Sorry, the Twitch chat. But shout out Stovall. Nikki, I agree with you. I thought the tone was dope. Like the presence, the vocal was really cool. Held my attention. I love the energy and the performance. It seemed a little quiet. I might have wanted it turned up a little bit. I don't know exactly how much, but that was one thought that I had. But apart from it, so okay, I see Stovall in the chat now. Hey Stovall, can you let us know? I'm presuming you did the vocal. Did you do any of the instrumentation or anything like that, or is it just like a beat? Or maybe tell us a little bit about it and about yourself. But yeah, I left a really good impression. Nikki's giving out so many 90s. I'm gonna go 85 just because I feel like it's so generous, But I mean, it was definitely
90s, sir.
Tonight.
And then I give out a 65, a 70. I got receipts.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 90 should be like once a night. I feel like we got a force rank, like corporate performance
management. I always rank the first one because I'm coming in from nothing, so I'm like, oh, that's great. And then get here early, bro.
Stovall, okay, so I'll give my score of 85. I gave my comments, kick it over to D-Bird, and I'm wondering, who do you hear on the open verse? You feel like you could do something on this? I guess my mind goes to like a Rogue Jepsen, maybe taking a crack at it. I could see him being engaged by the instrumental and trying to fit a verse in there, in his styles, but.
Yeah, my mind goes to a D-Bird, motherfucker. What's up? Dab. This was fucking fire. This was a 90 all day for me. I was going to give it a 90 even before Nikki and before Ray gave shit for 90s. This is a 90 all day. And the only reason it isn't 100 for me was I felt like, as Ray pointed out, the vocals seemed a little low. I wanted to kind of hear them come through a little bit more just crisp. And I think that maybe could have used a de-esser, right? Like there was some times where the S's were just a little sharp, and these are just minor tweaks in the mix, man. Like this was fucking fire. I loved this, and this makes me go from 6 to midnight, baby. This is beautiful. It brought me right back to 7th grade when I am just sitting at a overnight church youth group function. Blink 182 comes on, and I'm like, oh, now's the time to find the cute girl in the blue dress to go bop around to. That's what this song is. And shout out Stalvolt. Thank you for your tip. Thank you for sharing your music. Maybe drop a link in the chat so we could come check out more of your shit that is finished. And yeah, bless you, sir. All right, next the fuck up. Getting out of the queue here. All right, we've got a Spotify, so let's hope that this works. Boop. All right. Forever by Rusi and Alex with 2 X's.
Well, I know that I'm not living forever, and I know that with time I'm gonna get better. Another thing, what's that? My music's playing forever. When I'm old and slowing down, my music's sounding much better. I thank myself, thank you, for the pain and endeavour, because without all my music might have left you a letter. If my reputation tanks, I know my music get better, but no matter what, my music lasting forever. I want to last forever and be remembered as a pair. Have some fans that want to play me whenever, whoever, where. Every rhyme I make unique, and I'm hitting every snare. And even though I'm climbing steps, all you do is stare. If you ever think of me, you'll be looking in despair, cause I got you looking up, I'm looking down, I'm asking where you are, cause I'm on another level, and I never ever care. But if I say I'm here forever, best believe I've made that clear. But if you think I'm gonna make it when I grind, you better switch up, and you better change your mind. Better say it with your chest, so you say it with your pride. Everybody has a story, so I might as well to mine. Well, I know that I'm not living forever, and I know that with time I'm gonna get better. Another thing, what's that? My music's playing forever. When I'm old and slowing down, my music's sounding much better. I thank myself, thank you, for the pain and endeavour, because without all my music might have left you a letter. If my reputation tanks, I know my music get better, but no matter what, my music lasting forever, forever.
Just to feel like this, it took forever. She said she fucked with who? Boy, I don't care, because I'm better. I rain on your parade, and that's regardless of the weather. So whether or not you're ready, I'm still coming for the cheddar. I could die at any minute, that's the thing about mortality. Spending cash on pleasures like I'm buying my insanity. I know there's more to come, I praise God, because there has to be. Lost everything that I love, and but it flashed to me. But real music lives on forever, so every day I gotta be better. I'm in the cut, I got a loaded Beretta. I take that gun and aim the fucker at my head, cause I know that.
Well, I know that I'm not living forever, and I know that with time I'm gonna get better. Another thing, what's that? My music's playing forever. When I'm old and slowing down, my music's sounding much better. I thank myself, thank you, for the pain and endeavour, because without all my music might have left you a letter. If my reputation tanks, I know my music get better, but no matter what, my music lasting forever, forever. Well, I know that I'm not living forever, and I know that with time I'm gonna get better. Another thing, what's that? My music's playing forever. When I'm old and slowing down, my music's sounding much better. I thank myself, thank you, for the pain and endeavour, because without all my music might have left you a letter. If my reputation tanks, I know my music get better, but no matter what, my music lasting forever, forever.
Okay. That was Rusi featuring Alex, Forever. Here's how it felt to me. It felt like forever in a way. The first guy, I'm just going to call him Rusi. I think he probably was the originator of this. I think that you've got a good voice. I think that the delivery needs improvement, right? I think you have a very robotic kind of like you use the same tone throughout, and it's not very engaging, right? I want a little emotion behind what you're saying, right? If you're just talking like this the whole time, it's really hard to get excited by what you're saying. So I would just say that, like, studying, speeches, creative writing, all that stuff. I don't have any problems with the flow necessarily. I think it was just mostly struggles on the delivery, and the chorus was way too long. So it's like 16 bars. Like you had an entire verse for a chorus. It's got to be 4 bars, 8 bars maximum, and catchy, right? You can do that lasted forever. That's fine, but like try to figure out how to differentiate that from the verses and how to make it something that ties the whole song together. So that's the first part. The second part, clearly recorded in a different location. The quality was noticeably different in a bad way. And the delivery was noticeably different in a bad way as well. I think that it felt uncomfortable listening to. It felt like I shouldn't be like hearing this because they're like whispering. I'm guessing it's probably somebody who, lives at home with their parents, who is afraid of their mom walking in as they're rapping a rap song, which that was me at one point. So that's totally fine. I'm just saying that's what it sounds like. So a little bit more emotion, a little bit more emphasis, and just be comfortable with it, man. It comes with time. So keep going, keep pushing. And overall, where it's at today, I'd give it a 30. Ray Stanz.
I don't have anything more to add, D, but you covered all the bases. I'm going to go with, I'll go with the exact same score.
Okay. Sorry. So I feel like, okay, this was just released December 1st. I feel like you're new. I feel like you have a long way to go, and I don't feel like this is terrible. I think that it did feel very long, and I'm like, this is only 3 minutes and it feels long. So that just means that you need a little bit more emphasis. You need to have better inflections. It's basically everything that D-Bird said. You need to make the song more interesting. You need to make us feel like we want to listen to what you're saying. I feel like you sound like Sacred, but which makes me think that you're from Wales, because Sacred has a different sound than the other guys from UK. So I would say to link up with Sacred somewhere, and maybe get some pointers from him, because you sound like, I've listened to a lot of Sacred stuff, and you sound like stuff that maybe he would have done a long time ago. I definitely think that he could give you some tips, because your guys' tone is almost the same. That's why I'm wondering if now I need to listen to more Welsh rappers and see if it's
not all Welshes sound the same.
I'm just saying, like, I really love Sacred's tone. He does have a specific tone because we listen to a lot of UK rappers. So I'm thinking I'm starting to discern the different pockets of different UKians. But yeah, I definitely think that I think he does sound like him to me. Like if you really listen to it, you're like, no, I think so.
No,
but
I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing.
Yeah. I don't agree accent wise necessarily, or maybe I'm not hearing it, but I think I know what you mean. Like the vocal, the timbre,
how he delivers.
Yeah, and kind of the plotting cadence sometimes. Yeah,
and I feel like Sacred could help him grow in certain aspects of his delivery. So I'm not signing him up for shit though, because he's busy and he's got like childs and stuff.
What score you give?
Oh shit. I'm gonna give you a 50.
All right. Mm-hmm. There we go. All right. Well, thanks for submitting, Rusi and your boy Alex. Next up, we have the infamous Haunted the Rapper, although he is going by Because Everybody Knows, which honestly, I kind of fucking love that name. Just no capitalization, just all jammed together like that. I love it. All right. Because everybody knows, trying to survive the moment.
I can only try to make it through this moment. An omen of bad luck is everything to see. Like a dream I can't get out, fell in the trap shuts, chained to the bottom of the dungeon. Running but the burning on feet keeps me going. It's hopeless but I'm coping with tragedies. I'm broken with no hope, holding on balconies I can't let go. Without a rope I'm bound to climb mountains of snow. Can I survive? The clock strikes each lie. Can I survive? The clock strikes each lie. Everything hurts, but stirred feet burns. I'm disturbed by what lurks. The fear smirks, the demon gets to work. I let it turn to tears jerked into an art form. Reciting a lost poem, I'm writing a torn heart. And despite all the war's fault, in mind I shine. Cause I'm surviving the minute that goes by. They feel like an eternity of time where I'm burning in a fire. I make it through by pacing to the beat, never tires. Can I survive? The clock strikes each lie. Can I survive? The clock strikes each lie.
I want to go first.
Go ahead, Ray.
All right, Haunted Rapper. I'm your number one fan on the Discord. I'll defend you to death because people will tell you that these two will tell you right now, like in the back rooms where we have conversations that people don't see. I don't tear you down or never say anything like about, you know, this, that, or the other. Not that anybody really does, but like, you know, there's conversations that happen. You get that you've been through stuff, you know, a lot of people had tough things happen in their life. I'm sorry, like at the end of the day, like nobody, like people do care for you, but also like at the end of the day, we're all alone. We're born alone. We die alone. Like nobody gives a fuck. Like you have to own that misery, and you are. And by the way, this isn't even artistic commentary at this point. This is like some general kind of community feedback. It's time to put some of that aside and start building. You're doing great. Like you're pushing. I hear growth. Like, you know, as you work, I can hear you've always had. I put together my favorite track list of like the review show, and I'm gonna share it privately with some people because there's some unreleased stuff on there. But one of my tracks that's on there is a Haunted Rapper track. It's the I Will track, and that was from like way early in the year. And I think that you do some really great things with like writing and flow and delivery in your verses. I think when you sing your hooks, I know that people have given you advice about layers or whatever. You don't want to take it. Like if you're going to sing a hook, like you got to commit a little more and you got to build a little bit more into that. You can't just do a little soft kind of throwaway, like hook like that. Like if you want advice, like, you know, on making a finished song, or maybe you don't, I don't know exactly what you're looking for on this track. But, and look, you know, I mean, maybe I'm being too indelicate, but like, cause I've been feedback and personal advice to people from time to time, you know, like in both directions. You deserve to take more like agency and strength in yourself. And I know that's hard to do. And I know you've all been through things. You've been through things. The sob story, like some of the things you're saying and talking about, like in the lounge, it's undermining you as an artist, and it's undermining your participation in this community if you're going to keep doing that. So that's feedback number one. On this track specifically, I talked about the hook and how I feel about that. I don't mind the verses. I like the writing. I like your delivery. You feel like you're in kind of like your zone, you know, like you find your beat that you like and you're kind of doing your thing, and keep doing that, man. Keep building. Like I'm a big Haunted Rapper fan. I'm always glad when you show back up, and I see the growth and I see the dedication, and you deserve to feel just a tad bit better about like how you're doing and where you're at as an artist, and probably also like personally in your life as well. I mean, I shouldn't comment on that because I don't know you personally, but that's my hunch. That's my hunch. Love you, bro. Keep it up. 50.
What about you, Nikki? So we got a 50 from Ray Stanz. What about you?
I'm Haunted. I'm also going to give you 50, and it's simply for this reason. Don't roll your eyes at me, Z-Bird. I roll my eyes at you all fucking day. It's simply for this reason. I've seen you too. I've seen you here. I hope that you continue to submit. I hope you continue to grow, and I hope that you actually listen to us. So I'm just going to start at a 50 for you right now, and if it's consistently at 50, then I'm not going to continue to give feedback. Because I want to make sure that you do want to grow, and I know that you said in here, I know it's trash and writing music is all you have, then always keep writing and stuff. If you're not looking to improve, then it's going to be, don't submit. But I'm going to start off at 50 just because you have improved. You do need more emotion. You need you need tune, you need layers, you need so many different things on this that it's missing. I don't know if you're trying to build on this or if you're just going to submit another one next week that's got the same, things, or try to do another one, a little bit different. I know that you're going to come back and obviously go through our feedback and probably comment. So I'm not going to get too deep, except for I'm going to start you. This is the first time that I've ever actually rated you on this rating scale. So I'm going to start at 50, and I really hope that I see improvement. Like, you need to work on, really pouring your emotion into your delivery, because it still sounds like you're reading.
Okay. Yeah. Well, here's where I'm at. This isn't a self-help line, right? Like, I wish the best for you. You submitted a music, and I will give my feedback on the music. It's not a fucking 50, bro. For me, it's 50 for them. It's not for me. And here's why. I've been reviewing your shit for a year and a half now, right? And we gave you the same feedback a year and a half ago that I would give you right now, which is you need layers, you need ad-libs. For your hook, probably could use some auto-tune, right? All of these things are easily fixable, and these are technical, right? It has nothing to do with your songwriting ability or your personal life. These are things that you could have started on a year and a half ago. And it's a little frustrating, to be honest, that you continued making the same songs without any improvement. I will say that your voice sounds a little bit more comfortable on the verses. So that is a positive takeaway from here. I truly hope the best for you as well. I think ad-libs, which means making another recording layer separately from your main vocal and emphasizing some of the words, do that. The hook, you need like 10 layers of that, all with, different volumes and stuff. Get your best take on the main volume. The other ones you can kind of layer in to make it feel a little bit more full. And again, it feels like I'm wasting my fucking time here, because I know you're not going to do any of this, and you're going to retreat back to, this is my outlet. This is just how I make music. Great. I'm trying to give you the keys to make better sounding music for other people. If you want to just keep on making music because it's an outlet, that's great too. If you want other people to relate, which I think is all music is, that's why I make music, then there's some certain technical steps you can follow. That's where I'm at. I give it a 20. All right. Yo, Krayos, did you tip us? Did Krayos tip us? I
didn't see. I got to check.
Do 500 bit work to skip the queue? Or is it, yeah,
I do want to say that Haunted, I'm glad that you're continuing music. Like, always do music if it's something that is your release. Just, submit us. We want you to do better.
It's time for you to step up, Haunted. Come on, man. Be part of the community. Grow in the music.
You got to level up.
I mean, they haven't been on as many review shows as I have where you've submitted music like this, and I gave you the same feedback. I care, right? Like, I don't think I missed too many Haunted tracks. I was a viewer back in the day, but
he was wrong.
I'm just saying, I support it. There's a difference between, I just make music for me, man. Okay, then have a fucking PC full of 1,000 songs and never show them publicly. You can do that. That's an option.
That's what I'm talking to you on.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, tip $5, subscribe. Anyone can skip the queue. Feel free to do that shit. Need to get back to work in 20 minutes. Yeah, man. Feel free to drop a tip or a sub, and we will skip right to your shit. I will go ahead and load this up if you are looking to do that.
We can. Krios dropped 100 bits. I know it's like a little bit different than we usually do. Maybe we can give him a solid
500 bits.
Oh yeah, that's a big drop.
I don't know how much bits are. Are they like?
I don't even.
Piddles,
I don't even fucking know.
Piddles and pennies. Are they like?
I think probably we should probably play Krios song next. That's just my 2 cents. Deeber, you got the commits your call fine, in the end.
Yeah, we'll do it, Krios. I don't even know what a bit is, but appreciate your support, brother. Let's
showing us your biddies.
Thanks for.
Seems like fake money, man. It seems like chocolate coins, if you ask me.
All right. Look, one final thought. We're not going to sit here and hammer on this one individual. I'm just saying that, again, these are all just opinions, right? People are submitting their music for opinions from random strangers on the internet. I try to use all of my music making ability and all of my experience to give you the best advice I can. Choose to listen or not. It can get a little frustrating when I see the same mistakes being made over and over. That's just how it is.
Just add a fucking layer. Just one layer. One extra layer. Just do it. Just fucking do it, Haunted.
Record
just
a layer.
Just say the same word twice, brother. That's it.
I do it all the time. How can you not do it?
All right. Well, shout out Krios. Let's without further ado. Past life. Kill switch waste. It's a past life edit. Let's go.
Once upon a time, when both I found, once upon a time, when both I find purpose in the sky along the way. Don't you run and hide from the truth you decide. Everything that lives is one
That was.
with every single heart.
Thank you, my SoundCloud. That was Kill Switch Waste, which was a past life edit. I'm guessing that Past Life is the producer that is here. So, Nikki, what did you think about this song?
Bro, turn your tuba down. I think that's what I heard. I think that's what that is. At those two spots, Steve, show me this waveform that you have on the screen. Those two spots on that waveform, where you come in hard, you need to turn that tuba or whatever that fucking bass. I think it's a tuba. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a straight ass tuba, like just fucking blowing. Turn it down because it's blowing it out, bro. Those two spots.
Right here.
Yep. You got to turn it down, bro. I had to turn down my monitors. I'm not trying to blow my monitors, and I only got like cheap ass monitors.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
I don't know. I think they're like $200, but I still don't want to blow them. Like, you know, I want to listen to music enjoyably. Like, I wouldn't listen to this in my car speakers either, you know, because I'd be too afraid of it. Like, just turn it down. It's blowing the shit out. Other than that, I really liked this. It was like a mysterious, different type of vibe. Because you had the key change, the slight key change, the sharp, or I think it was the sharp. It kind of made it seem like a little bit more mysterious, like you were walking through, you know, like a spooky forest. Like you're not sure what's gonna be around that tree or where this fork in the road's gonna go, and then all of a sudden you're in a sand pit and like fucking in the underworld. Like just turn down the tuba because you're blowing me out, bro.
Blowing me out.
Oh yeah, I give you this. I like this. It's different. It's kind of eclectic. I don't want to blow my speakers, so I'm gonna give you an 80.
All right. Mr. Ray Stanz.
I was listening kind of passively because I got distracted by chat and was gifting subs to bums like Loose Logic, who apparently aren't subscribed and was complaining about ads. Shout out Loose. I don't really mean you're a bum, but
no, you're a bum. If you're a fucking member of the core White Collar Rhymes, you have a fucking nice job, and you don't subscribe to your own fucking channel, blows my mind, you fucking bum. Just saying.
It was complaining. Yeah,
that's my buddy.
Thank you for the tip, Blueprints. So
shout out Blueprints.
D-Bird. Sorry, King.
I was listening passively, so I don't have like distinctive technical feedback, nor am I generally qualified to give it, even though I do a lot of the time. But I thought it was cool. I thought it sounded really cool. I thought it sounded distinctive. Like, just it kind of stood out, you know. Like I liked what the artist was doing, and I liked the sound and the vibe. And I didn't know what to expect, so it kind of caught me off guard initially. And it was pretty, yeah, it was like a short track, so it was over pretty quickly too. But I really liked it. I'm gonna give it an 85.
Okay. Well, I was listening intently. I was fucking leaning on every single beep and boop that happened in my ears. I liked it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it a lot. I thought this was fun. This was exciting. It made my trip to the underworld while I was fucking the Princess Anubis very, very sexual. That being said, I do think that Nikki was on to something when she was talking about her tuba. Whether it was a tuba, whether it was a bass, it felt like the tones were a little clashing with the actual beat itself. The harmonizing vocals in the background, as well as just that one layer of the extra instrument, be it a tuba, be it a bass, whatever it is. It was just a little bit off, but not enough for me to dislike it, just enough for me to kind of notice and be like, oh, that's weird. So overall, I would give it I think 85 is a good score. I liked it. I would just say, think about the tones in the chorus parts. All right. I did see in chat Blueprint tipped $5 to
Blueprint
skip the fucking line. So
fucker.
Well, Zig, what have you done for us lately, bro? Just kidding. You are absolutely up next. Wait, where the fuck is Blueprint's song? Oh, there it is.
Right.
Wow. The mold mollywop.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm just saying shit. All right. Well,
dirty apples.
I just had broccoli wockily, so that's funny.
You can wake up and be like, I'm gonna be an artist today. I'm gonna call myself Dirty Apples.
I would.
Oh shit. Drawn said it was a drunk track made in 2 hours. That's fucking fire, bro. Okay, with that context, I'll give it an 86. I love that. That's fucking fire. If you can do that in 2 hours, just think what you can do if you take all of my advice to heart. All right. Just kidding. Next up, Blueprints. Walk Away featuring Dirty Apples.
Every single time I walk away from this feeling in my soul today, I can't get you out. You're in my mind. I'm wasting time thinking about you. If you don't feel the same way,
That was Blueprints Walk Away featuring Dirty Apples. Before we get into the actual reviewing of this song, I just want to say, fuck, man, I'm sorry. Krayos, I thought that we literally played your song. I thought the last one was you, but that was me being a dumb idiot and very confused. So drop another track in the chat here. We will make sure to get to your song next, as well as give you another one. That's on me. My fucking bad, bro. It gets very confusing, and I'm not the tech guy of this normally. So real quick, for the Blueprint song, fuck, brother, you have an insane voice. That shit is butter. That shit is margarine. That is some Aunt Jemima syrup. I love it. I think that this would be best played when you're like first inviting like a third date over, right? You put it up on the Spotify with like a nice graphic of the dude on the bicycle with all the colors and all of the cartoons. You know what I'm talking about? The lo-fi playlist. You put this song on, you sit down, you're like, oh, you don't know Blueprints? Oh yeah, I discovered him in my weekly review show. Yeah, I do. I do have a live stream. It's
Wait, have you done this already? Have you done this once already? Or are you just planning it for the next time?
No, I'm just visualizing it right now. This is how I introduce Blueprints to the world and introduce the future love of my life to a dope artist. I would give this a 95. Both artists did their thing. This was fucking phenomenal. I have no technical feedback other than I love this and I want more. Nikki, what are you holding up?
I also gave it a 95. This is so good, bro. Blueprints, you're just having an exceptional vocal, and I am so glad you brought Dirty Apples on this because she is an exceptional vocalist too. Very, very, obviously very soully. Your vocal tone is beautiful, both of you guys. This is a very nice composition, very talented. Both of you guys have awesome vocal control, and you mix so well and harmonize so well together. I definitely would love to hear more from both of you. Actually, if you could drop her link somewhere, I would love to link to her music if she has any other stuff, because I love following and supporting female artists. So if you definitely could, that would be cool. But yeah, someone's definitely getting pregnant this one day. 100%. 100%. But yeah, this was awesome. It's always a treat and a gift to have you drop something because you are so talented. We appreciate it. Love you, Blueprints. And definitely send me some Dirty Apples.
Blueprints, tell us about the production and the mixing. Tell us something about this in the chat. Are you guys doing all this yourself? You have professional help? What's going on here? Yeah, I agree all around. You know, hard to deny the talent on the track from both artists. I'm gonna go 90. I'm gonna go 90 because I feel like I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I want like some fucking super producer engineer to like, you know, really, really like knock this one out of the park. It feels awesome as is, but I just feel like it could just pop with some other like finishing touches and you know, additional production choices and stuff like that. So I'll go 90.
All right, there you have it. Much love all around. Thanks for dropping Blueprints. I see in the chat he shared Dirty Apple's Spotify. All right. Shout out my boy. And now for the makeup round for the biddies he dropped, Krayos, My Legacy, and also My Bad. My Legacy is being fucking bad at this technical shit. So please excuse not the normal guy. Hey, thanks for supporting the stream and thanks for dropping your music. Let's see what Krayos has for us today.
lost in the universe.
that melodic element. I'm gonna say it now before I forget what the time stands for. I didn't like that so much.
Lost in the universe. Lost in the universe, so far from everyone around us.
All right. That was Krayos, My Legacy. Even put the BPMs on there for all you DJ folk. Here's what I'd say. I think that this was very well produced. I think this was like, clearly you can tell this guy has had some experience putting things together. I like the quality of what was happening. I think that the only kind of parts that made me pause a little bit were kind of, let me go back to this, kind of early on, like right around here and kind of in here. There was certain pockets where the sample that you chose just didn't match the BPM that you had. So it was kind of clashing with the, beat in the background. And so it just broke my brain a little bit, to be honest. And then eventually, like, you'd move on to the next sort of section, and it was like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, this all makes sense, right? Like, of course, why didn't I see this the whole time? And then it would go on a little bit longer, and then you're like, oh, there's this pocket again that's just like, oh, the BPMs, not quite there. So I think overall, like, for this song, for me, 4.5 minutes with the same sample. I like what you did with the deeper tones when you brought those in for the sample. I also wonder if there's either other samples from the same song or other samples in general that you could bring into this to make it, change it up a little bit, right? For me, this was pretty good. On a number scale, I'd probably give it a 70 in its current form. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. So I like this. I feel like there was just a couple little things for me. I am going to go with the 75 and be real quick. I feel like you could have had a little bit more variation towards the end after that drop, that 340 to 440 on. And speaking of that drop at 320, you waited just a little bit too long. I feel like you drug out that pause a little too long. You should have dropped a little early. I definitely think there's some timing issue that you have going on in the beginning in a couple spots, and I think that might be what D-Burp was talking about. I think I don't know if it was a stream or like try to maybe quantize your DAW. It might help. There's something that seems just like it's just not quite on, and then it kind of evens out, and then it happens again, and then it evens out, and then I don't hear the rest of the song. It's more so in the first quarter of the song. So there's definitely something going on where something's clashing, hitting on the wrong beats. It sounds like a timing issue to me, like something's just the slightest bit off, so it's making the whole thing kind of clash. But I liked the different melodies that you did have in your change-ups. You did use the same sample over and over, but you did have nice different changes. I just wanted a little bit more variation the last minute in it, and then definitely figure out what's going on with that timing thing. Try quantizing your recordings.
Ray Stanz.
I'll start with the score. I think I'm right there with you guys. We'll go 70. I would have liked a second vocal sample. I just got repetitive by the end of the song. And then where the waveform is large, like around 1 minute to 1 minute 30 or 1 to 2, there was like a very loud, like high pitched melodic element, which I thought was too loud. And it was abrasive to me. That's it. I agree with everything you guys said.
Abrasive like a steel wool sponge.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we got Zig.
Abrasive like a kissing cousin on Christmas.
Shout out Krayos. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for. Have we heard from Krayos before? It looks like a new name to me.
This is the first time I've ever heard a Krayos track, to my dumb brain knowledge, that barely records any of the things that we do. But I liked it. I want to hear more. So I already told him, because of my fuck up, if he wants to drop another song in the chat, feel free. You know, I feel like that would be fair, because I'm a big idiot.
Yeah.
And even if you guys have to drop and I have to do it alone, I know you guys are like East Coast.
Just the new, you know, what was it? The new Warzone map dropped tonight.
Oh, that's true.
Ray,
you got to add me still.
Oh yeah, is it the same handle?
Oh yeah, baby, it's handling. I'll give it to you privately because I don't need a bunch of friend requests. Sorry, too many people hit me up. But for you, my friend, all day.
People hit me up.
Let's go.
All right. Next up, we have King Zig, or Kong Zog, as we affectionately call him here.
Zig Pig.
This man has linked his Twitch, is a current subscriber of White Collar Rhymes, the podcast. White Collar Rhymes, the review show, has been rocking with us all night. Shout out King Zig. Thank you for your patience. Let's hear this new track. Let's see what we got.
Over under. Do you guys think that it's going to be straight energy plowing through, or you think he's?
I don't think this man ever learns his lesson. I think it's going to be straight energy. Yes.
You think he's going to have over or under, I guess, two changes in his.
It's 2 minutes, so at least I think the hook will be slow. Or will be short, mercifully short. They're correctly short. And
are you about to pound our ears, Cogzog?
I'm just going to go on a limb.
I hope he does
and I haven't listened to this yet. I haven't listened to 1 second of it. I'm going to say it's going to be all energy, but for this time signature, I think it's going to be a good all energy.
If
I think
it's it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to bop my little hips to this. Let's find out. Knew it. Love it.
Hey.
Man, I don't do the internet. I see them looking at me crazy, they don't get it yet. These dummies rookies, I'ma show y'all that I've been a vet. I've been on point, you get too close, you might slit your neck. Ayy, give me the money, I'll show you I'm not to be played with. This too well put together, everything they do is makeshift. Think I've been wearing some cleats, know what I mean? Cause homie, I can't slip. They just want the perfect picture, homie, let me paint this. I came in the game, taking names, and I'm going too insane for the lanes. They hating on me day after day, but I like what I make, I can't complain. I spell it out for these critics, simple and plain. And I only who the greatest, they cannot contain us. They wanna be famous and know that I can't miss, but won't make the payments, and that's entertainment. Cutthroat, but they must know I'm a hush those tryna front, bro. One more, gotta jump, yo. Pumped up from the rush flow, yeah. I'm going way too fast, I think I might crash the whip. Ayy, I'm getting way too throwed, I feel like a javelin, yeah. They satisfied and content, but homie, I have to win. Ayy, I call my girl Lil Kim, cause she want my magic stick, yeah. I just want everybody out here to lose their mind, like who's the guy doing the rhymes, making all the lady move their behind. I can remember the days sitting in jail, man, I was doing the time. Ayy, but it's cool, I'm fine, listen up to this rule of mine. I only really wanna be the CEO, and if you ain't with that energy, then leave me alone. Man, they want me working for them, I said please be gone. Can't do pennies on the dollar, homie, we need dough, yeah.
Yeah. That was King Zig with some fucking song.
CEO, we're gonna say.
I know him. This is what happens when you fucking give us stuff to download. It
It is CEO. It is CEO.
It is CEO. Okay.
Hey.
King Zig CEO. Smooth. I'm very smooth at announcing stuff. Nikki, what'd you think?
You actually had a couple different change ups here. You did, although it was still your banging energy. But I do love your energy because you do have that classic rapper tone and vibe, and I like it when you go hard on your songs. I like it when you do have the little slight change ups, and you did have it in your flow here. So it was nice for 2 minutes. It was I liked the hook. It was nice and simple. Like I said, you did have nice energy. It did match the beat. So Deaver was right. It did. It was supposed to be like that because of the beat. So I did like that. You had a couple different changes when you changed up to your double time. I liked that flow. And then when you switched the flow up when you were the whip lines, and then even you switched it again just a little bit, even the slightest, but you still did change your cadence through, I can remember the day before, your CEO hook, which is also another change. But I liked this overall. I didn't really hear any issues with it. I was more so listening to the different change ups and paying more so attention to that, since that's the thing that we have kind of drilled into you, that it's always the same, just plowing right through. And you did plow right through this beat, but you did have variation in it. So it was okay for me. I'm going to give this an 80. I really like this. I want to hear more. I'm guessing that you're going to do more for this. I'm guessing that you might add something to it. It just seemed really kind of short for me, because you did come right in too. I feel like, I don't know. It just seemed a little bit short for me, but that's just my take on it.
All right. What's your take on it, Mr. Stanz?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm at an 80 as well. I agree with Nikki. I like those like very deliberate cadence switches when he hit the double time, and Bird, like you called it, is going to be like high energy, solid. I think we heard a lot of Zig tracks. We give him a lot of feedback. We talk about change up this, change up that. I think what I'm realizing is one thing that I would maybe recommend him to try is and I see Jacob in the chat, and I was listening a few weeks ago to I think it was a Dyson Jacob track. They submitted one off their upcoming project, and Jacob has a really good knack for because Zig's delivery is it's fantastic. It's very performative and part way to sung, and not necessarily as sometimes you could draw back the energy a little bit and get a little bit more conversational in the delivery. And one thing I find that I like that Jacob does, and plenty of other people, but I'm just thinking that Jacob is a recent example, was when they just kind of have that knack for when you would say something to a friend almost, and you'd say it you're kind of being a little bit sarcastic, or you're it's you deliver a sentence and you add emphasis just for an exaggerated accent on something. So I could just picture Zig doing a hushed tone to change up and keep it interesting for the listener, or a more melodic, more sung bar or two or four or whatever, or for me, I think something like that is what elevates a Zig track to the next level for Zig. But shout out Zig. Massive respect for Zig. Zig is somebody I look to, and pay attention to, like a lot of the other people around here, thinking about things that I can try next and in ways that I can grow. 80. I loved it as a bop. Good shit, Zig.
All right, you guys are gonna hate me, but fuck y'all. This was a 90 all day. I fucking love this song. This was energy. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I knew it was gonna be fucking fire. I knew it was gonna be 2 minutes of straight blah 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 blah. It was so good. Here's where I'm at, Zig. I think this was great. I actually saw some bars in there, so that was pretty cool. I wrote down way too throwed like a javelin. I don't know why, but I was like, okay, yep,
Yeah, hold on, because
I know,
yeah,
I know.
Like you said, there's a lot of things you could throw, right? Deeper.
I know.
You could throw a basketball.
I know. I've said this before, and I've been like, well, if you can just insert any line, then boo. But for some reason, that one stood out to me. I guess it stood out to Richard Flaunter in the chat too. So something about it. Here's the deal. Here's what it is. Everyone pay fucking close attention. You can have bars, you can have the way you say things, and you can have a banging beat, right? If you have 2 of the 3, it's gonna be fire. If you have a banging beat and you say things in a cool way, it doesn't even fucking matter what you say at that point. Have you ever heard wobble wobble? Come on. Anyways, I digress. This is a 90 for me. I love it. I think it's perfect. Never change. All right.
I think Zig's pen is underrated. I don't think we talk enough about Zig's pen. I think he makes good choices for like what he's trying to do, and it's often pretty subtly creative.
I think it's because we focus on the things that he needs to improve on because we know he's such a good artist. We know he has a great pen. I love Zig's pen. Yeah. He is a great artist. You know, that's why I think we're so hard on him because it's the one thing that we focus on is the one thing that he stumbles on. And it's really the one thing that holds him back.
A great lyricist once said, I'm not hard on women. I put my heart on women.
Who said
All
that?
right. Sage Francis. Who actually is a good lyricist. This was him just being a dick. All right. Woo! Next up in the queue, we have an old song from the legend himself, Mr. Wu-Tang affiliate himself, Loose Logic.
Featuring Jada Kiss?
Yeah, featuring Jada Kiss. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Jada Kiss, but this was a very famous rapper at one point. A lot of people liked his music. You know who also is maybe even more relevant these days? Loose Logic. This motherfucker, if you haven't seen him on Sway in the Morning about a month, 2 months ago, whenever, he went on Sway in the Morning with a bunch of MCs who submitted verses for an RZA Wu-Tang contest and beat out like 500,000 submissions to then get invited to New York to be live on Sway in the Morning, spit his freestyle, and White Collar Rhymes artist, fucking legend, Loose Logic, went up there and did his fucking thing. You guys can find the shit in the chat, on our Discord, on our socials. It's not even about us. This guy is the most talented man I've ever seen in my goddamn life. So with that build up, I hope you're feeling real uncomfortable, Loose Logic, because we're about to hear this song that you submitted. Play.
That's right, baby. Let's go. Man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now. I'm getting money now. Man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now. I'm getting money now. Man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now. I'm getting money now. Man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now. I'm getting money now.
Ray-Bans on my face, dodge a cat down low. All stars on my feet, about to rock that show. In order to get the money quick and flip that dope, gotta make moves and sell like escrow clothes. Started with the basics. Before the counting bars, I was too pervasive to be caught by the counselors. Couldn't battle where they had them, bouncers had a charge. Then at 21 and couldn't lose like I'm counting cards. I came a long way from the grimy clubs. 4 people in the back, now they lining up. And it's packed, then I get a few stacks, but I'll never lose track of the path I was got it from. I did did the drug thing. I even sold some dope, tear that shit to real, boy. Like Pinocchio, now I'm a grown man. Figured I come around. I got a family now, I gotta dumb it down.
Man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now.
I'm really feeling like doing a couple hundred shots. Know this an exaggeration, but we'll see what number stops me. Till I stumble up from walking, went from sober past the bus and skip from drunk to only stop it. I need a cup of coffee. I'm gonna be getting in my car soon. Are you coming with me or not? You game if you in, animate like a cartoon. 4 bottles, I'm Patroned up. That's the last one, then I smoked up. Grab a bad bitch, give her the usual. She give me an inch, don't need a mile, but a foot'll do. You think it's a water bit? When I'm inside, women's a weapon. We perform, it's like a secret not swimming. And I was sinking under, drunk my description of the world, it equals Stevie Wonders. Now I'm a grown man, figured I come around. I got a family now, I gotta dumb it down.
Oh man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Oh man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Oh man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Oh man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now.
Step into the ring, better commit, don't be a poor faker. So we lead the ring behind this verse is your divorce papers. And I'm just saying that I'm killing all these ciphers, getting paid like electricians, getting wired, all this light work. Heavenly Father, I will never be slaughtered, like leaving the pool to get brains, like keeping my head above water. I must let them know, gotta rush for the shows. When I got me some dough, then a flock full of hoes come rushing in. But I ain't wanna have them stick around, but I ain't struck them, let them suck it, then I kick them out. I wasn't down for the love thing, I'm capable, been heartbroken way too many times for me to save a hoe. But it was me that needed rescuing, so tackle that. Was feeling lost, but season changed, I had to cancel that. I mellowed out and stayed focused, see I come around. Who'd have thought you get smarter when you dumb it down?
Oh man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Oh man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Oh man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now. Oh man, shit, I had to dumb it down. I'm getting money now, I'm getting money now.
That's right, baby. We ain't dumbing it down like fuck dumbing down the lyrics, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about mellowing the fuck out. That's what I'm saying, baby. We still gonna party like a fucking rock star, though. Got what I mean? Rock out with my cock out in your bitch's face.
All right. That was Loose Logic. That was Loose Logic featuring Jadakiss, Dumb It Down. All right. Little backstory provided by Loose. Had a verse from him with a producer. Producer dropped out, had to change the beat. Got Gonz to do it, but the verse just didn't fit anymore, so we sampled part of it for a hook. So it wasn't total loss. Okay. With that context, here's what I'd say. I like that. I was a little nervous. This might be one of those Anno Domini things where it's like, okay, yeah, $50, and I get the hook from Jadakiss. No, this is a much better scenario, and yeah, absolutely gotta use, all of the things that you have, all of the whatevers, right? All right. Clearly this liquid is filling my head. Making no sense. Here's what I thought. This was fun. I think that this beat was dope. It was kind of basic, which allowed Loose to really unleash himself and play around with the flow, make sure that, he can have enough space to kind of have fun with it. I think that, flow, delivery, like there's nothing to say, right? Like he's got his style pretty much honed in. Lyrically, I think, this song is from 2014, right? You saw me on the screen going down to kind of see, the time signature on this. I think that it felt a little dated only in the sense that I think that you've come a long way as an artist since 2014. I don't think that this is bad by any standards. I just have heard so much newer music from you that I'm like, holy fuck, my mind is blown. So I guess for me, this was good, universally acceptable good, like absolutely fucking fire good. Would I say that you should put this on a new CD of yours? No, but I think that this should be a good, here's what I did in 2014. This was dope for 2014. And then just be able to point back at that proudly and be like, me and Jadakiss did a thing. This was fire. I think that's where it belongs. Does that make sense? Is that crazy, Nikki, Ray? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, of a time and a place, right? Yeah, absolutely. Like, sorry, Nikki, go ahead.
No, I definitely don't think that you're crazy. I definitely see where you're coming from. Trying to analyze something from so long ago when we've heard so much of Loose now is a little bit hard for me. I just am trying. I looked at it. I don't know. Loose has just such a specific vocal voice and tone. Like, he does just get better over time. Like, this, for what it is, like, I don't think it was bad, and I definitely think it was the right move to sample. I liked your different changes in this, your double time. You do this specific thing with your cadence, Loose, and I love it. And it doesn't really matter. I feel like even in some of your older songs that I've listened to, because when I first joined the Discord, you were actually one of the people that posted your stuff because you were a singer with me before I had my whole freak out on the guys or even entered the contest. And that's something that I noticed right away, because you did post some of your older stuff too, is that your different cadences, like when you are able to rap your double time, like you literally, it's almost like just a roller coaster. It's perfectly smooth. You're just so good at rapping. It's hard to really give you any feedback because you're just fire. But for this being even years ago, it was still fire. So it's like seeing your growth is exponentially awesome. Like from your Wu-Tang now, obviously that's way better than this is because you have so much more experience, but this even, hearing this, if it was the first song I heard from you, I'd be like, this is so fucking fire. So I'm still going to give this a 90. I think this was really good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't give a number. Mine would have been 85. And that's just like a solid Loose track, right? Like it's a good.
Yeah, it's just, and that's the thing. It's the classic loose track. Like it's not, just, that's what he's like, just sharing a random song. But like Loose, you're so good. Like all of your random songs are fire. So it doesn't really matter what you share. It's always going to be fire.
You're a fucking legend. Yeah. What about you, Ray?
I'm going to go 85 as well. I was upset because I knew it was going to be an authentic, like legitimate Jadakiss feature and not an Anno Domini thing. I was kind of hoping for a full Jadakiss verse. That's because I'm a Jadakiss fan. I haven't listened to as much Loose Logic as I have this year because I've just been listening primarily to like artists, in our community and getting to know them and their body of work. I hadn't heard this. I like that, the song's called Dumb It Down. So I like that Loose kind of chose, like, yeah, he's like saying stuff about like getting head above water and like, hose coming in and stuff like that. So it was like a little bit different than like, some of his other stuff, which is like more introspective and deep lately. Referring back to like, Nikki commented on like Loose. We all know Loose. He's got some of the most technical proficiency of any artist that we're familiar with, or really anywhere. The flow switches and cadence, it's like the equivalent of just breaking people's ankles in basketball all day long. He just switch, move around like on the beat and in a really unique and impressive way. And then talking about Zig, one thing I noticed Loose doing really well is like he can come from that high energy place down into the more spoken and calm delivery, and then come back to the high energy and just effortlessly in and out of that. And like, I don't know if Zig's still around, but Zig, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, cause it's just kind of, your voice is awesome. Your flow is awesome. Your delivery is awesome. Lyrics are awesome. Just like that type of switch up in addition to like the double time and stuff like that, is what I meant. But yeah, shout out Loose. Shout out Jadakiss, I guess. 85. Dope track. Thank you, Luce.
All right. Thank you for sharing, Luce. Yeah, really in-depth feedback. I know. We spend a lot of fucking time on this shit. We've been at it for what?
We're not
2.5 hours?
We're not supposed to be. We know just 2 hours, but like we were gonna switch to it. You give a score, you give a really short snippet, but we're still doing the natural. Yeah, you know, like
I can't help it. It's what I'm used to. Like, and I'm like, that's why I try to like just start off with the score sometimes. But
dude, fuck that. No, I think that people deserve in-depth feedback, and honestly, like the reason I have fun doing this is that we get a chance to talk, we get a chance to bullshit, get a chance to joke, but also we get a chance to like hopefully give something back. That's why I fucking like doing this. So other people that run review shows can do their like, it was 100 next. Like, that's not what I'm into.
Skip
all right.
Guy, though, I just realized he left the server, I think.
All right. Next up, we have Mayfield Beats. Oh, God damn it. I need to click a share, click screen. Boop. It's all the technical stuff you don't see. It's the hardest part about this shit. All right. Tell me if you can hear it. Can you hear that?
He said he was going to do Christmas food.
Oh, God damn it. Ah, sorry.
What happened?
I got distracted.
You trying to go chat? You trying to go chat in the Discord?
Trying to go hang out in Discord when you're playing from
Discord. Trying to hang out in the Discord. All right. Let's figure out this ends. Oh my God. I love it.
Can I go first?
Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
So shout out Mayfield. And by the way, all you deserve Mayfield Beats Discord invites if you haven't gotten them yet. Or I asked him for one in the last stream and I got one. It's a Discord where you become a member and nobody talks. You just leave and come back here and go somewhere else. But shout out Mayfield. I think we established that Mayfield is like a pretty young and brand new beat maker. Might be in high school. I hope I don't have that wrong. I'm sorry, Mayfield, if I screw any of it up. And then Mayfield said in like one of the other cues, and Mayfield's had some solid beats and some solid progression, like as a beat maker so far. And then Mayfield said, "All right, Christmas beats are coming." And I didn't know whether or not to believe him, but he really straight up made a holiday beat. I don't really know what to say about it. I can't imagine hearing it anywhere, like in a game or a cutscene or like at the mall. It was like a little bit wonky, a little bit off-putting. I think it was maybe a little bit undercooked. The chat was kind of pointing out quality issues and stuff like that. Mayfield, I got to go like 30, 35 on this one. We'll call it a 35. I liked that it was a little bit whimsical and had some holiday cheer, but like it was a little bit dense and convoluted, and there was like too much going on. And I think maybe some things needed to come off that track.
I was jamming, but I love Christmas music. I listen to Christmas music year round. It's just so happy.
What was your number, Ray? Did I miss it?
I said 35.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nikki. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. I do think the quality was low on this. So for that, I'm going to give it a 60. But I like that you do theme music. I think that it's fun, and I don't think that there's a lot of people that actually do that. Because I was actually trying to find a good Christmas beat because I have a sad Christmas song. This isn't it because it's a happy beat. It feels like because it makes you want to just bounce back and forth. I would play this like in the background at like, you know, having people over for Christmas. I would definitely add this to like a playlist, even though it's just an instrumental, even without like, you know, all of any vocals on it, just because it's Christmas and that's just had that Christmas vibe. I definitely think the quality is low, so you need to look at that. I'm not quite sure how you are mastering, mixing this or anything. I would definitely go relook at every single track and see what's going on in your quality and go through everything with a fine-tooth comb in this, because if you don't do it soon, it's going to be out of season. So get on that and go through and figure out what's going on with that. But I like it, and I like that you do theme beats because I'm pretty sure that you did Halloween beats too. And I think I was like, give me a sad Christmas beat. But yeah, I like this. It was a nice little bop.
Yeah, you know. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, Bert. Point of order. I think we got a sub from. Did we get a sub earlier from DKMB? And we might owe them the play next. They're at the end of the queue after Jacob. Just FYI.
Yours was just to be added because it was closed, I thought.
Oh,
yeah, no. I opened the queue and I saw them gift a sub. Yeah, they gifted a tier 1 sub.
You. All right, shout out DKMB. Sorry, man. I am new at this and didn't realize you subbed in gifts. So you're up next as soon as I bam tell fucking Mayfield Beats what the deal is. Hey, Mayfield, good job, man. I'm actually not mad at this. Let me tell you something. This is the song that you play at a fucking, you know, Big Five sporting goods, right? As you're browsing the walls full of Asics and one shoes, and you're trying to buy, you know, $40 basketball shoes that'll get ruined in 2 weeks. This is the song that plays while you go up, you know, to a customer service employee and you're like, hey, what's the difference between a 15-foot walking stick and a 10-foot walking stick? And they're like, 5 feet. This is the song. I fucking love it. 'Tis the season. Let's fucking embrace capitalism, our corporate overlord, and let's all fucking slit our throats on the way in to the fucking halls of Target, where we will disembowel ourselves at the cash register. Buy
everything you don't need.
Buy everything you don't need.
Mm-hmm.
Get all of your in-laws some fucking board games that they'll never play. Do this.
Ooh, the White House gifts calling you.
I don't think this was made for vocals, period. I think this is a single serving Christmas tune. There was some wonky sounds in there in terms of like quality. Like there is something in there. I think it's the bass. The bass is just a little crunchy. Fix your levels, and this is just kind of a fun Xmas instrumental.
Background Christmas music. That's what I say. If it was like on I would totally wouldn't skip it or anything. It fits right in on a Christmas playlist. And there's shit tons of Christmas playlists on Spotify. So
not mad at it for sure. I'll give it a 65 as well.
Send me a sad Christmas beat. I just DM'd you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, shout out to the sneaky link that we got popping in the fucking stream, coming in after the queue is closed and saying, no, take my money, you fucking slut. And we're like, okay, I guess we'll listen to your music too. we're here at your fucking service. So shout out DKMB for subscribing, for following. We will listen to your song right now.
I feel like he was in EDM before. He's a wub wubs guy.
That wub wub, give me the wub.
The wub wub guy. We've listened to him before. I'm sorry.
Fucking love this already. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like he's a wub wub.
that was DKMB with You. The resident swayer is off of mic right now. So Ray Stanz, what we think?
I like that. Had a good vibe, good energy. I was bopping, maybe jump around and dance a little bit. Just it was all around good, solid sound. I got to give that like an 85 at least. Yeah. I don't have any. I had nothing. Yeah, I think I was partly listening actively, partly doing a little chat inspection and checking the queue and whatnot. And sometimes I feel bad for getting distracted, but other times I feel like, sometimes it's a good way to listen because like you just kind of, it's like, am I liking it when I'm not thinking too hard about it? And,
are you just vibing?
Yeah. And that's kind of how I felt. So it had a good, unique, distinctive sound. It sounded, I don't know about the production mix. Maybe you guys heard some stuff, but I'm gonna go 85.
Nikki, what we think?
I wasn't listening that deep to the different production aspects of it because I was just vibing because this is a just vibing song. So on my vibe scale, I'm gonna give this an 80. I feel like there could have been a little bit more variation towards the end where there could have been a little bit more of a change up because it did feel like it was almost the same thing a little bit over and over. But it was still really good. I enjoyed this early. I was swaying, I was bopping, I had I'm a little sick, so sorry I'm on and off camera. But I liked this overall. This was a nice jam. I would totally play this driving down the road. I think that I've said this. I feel like you had Wubs before because I recognize your name. I know you're not new. But yeah, I liked this overall. This was it was fast paced, but it was still almost like lackadaisical, mysterious because of the different like synths and stuff that you had in the back. So it was a nice contradiction that went very nice together.
Yeah. Here's where I'm at. I liked it a lot. Here's the deal. As somebody who can appreciate the finer points. I didn't do this. Ray, did you do that? Oh, it was you, Nikki, you little fuck. Sure. Put my big old fucking face in the screen.
You love it.
I do love it. Spotlight. Here we go. DKMB. This was fucking sweet. I think that for me, let me go back to this cue here. No. I fucking missed it. Either way, there were certain parts where in my head, like the first kind of drop or the first section where you really sped it up, it felt like if you made the opposite choice, it would have been closer to my music tastes, right? If you instead of it slowed it down and went the opposite direction, I would have been like, fuck yeah, like this is exactly what I'm looking for. That being said, the melodies, the beats, the kicks and the snares, everything about this was fun. Yes, the first DMB drop. It felt a little frantic to me when I was just kind of listening. It was like kind of hit a little abruptly. And it took me personally out of it a little bit. If it was the opposite, maybe it would have changed. At least that's what I made peace with in my head. That being said, all of the melodies, all of the kind of production value was there. And I liked it a lot, even though this isn't traditionally the type of EDM that I listen to. So I would also give this an 85, just with certain parts that kind of took me out of it, and then it went further in and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm all the way back in. So that's where I'm at. Shout out, thank you for your first submission. Definitely looking forward to seeing more from you. All right, next up we have Riplux Silver Medal. Let's see what he says.
You have just iced 3 touring cops with a highly cinematic 9mm automatic. The residue of animal twang in your nerves transmits imminent quake catastrophe. Zero is coming in, and you're on the
Nothing
run.
human makes it out the short term. The slow burn of annihilation finally caught word. Crab meat on the salt earth. Glancing at your phone, you low sperm, pussy in full first. Dancing to your own curse. In time, you will have your laugh too, I'm sure. We just got the joke first. You just gotta unwoke first. Raised on box words, we were stole bombing first. 23 common turn. Coming in from the future to bring a cure for the common worm. This that H.P. Lovecraft, crafting a bloodbath while they stabbing my mug on the big board with a thumbtack and fat. Fuck the facts on my dumb rap shit. I wear my dun scab like a king among rats on the sunken shit.
Catalog the illest shit, rock sweating gold. Catalog the illest shit, rock sweating gold. Catalog the illest shit, catalog the illest shit, rock sweating
Silver
gold.
medal, see me never. Tell me if you see the devil. Silhouette on street level. Tell me if you felt the barrel. Sick to death, smearing shit all over the instrumental. 1,000 years later, tell me if you reach my level. These hoes be running through my head in pink stilettos while I'm running through the metro like I got some biz to settle. Really, it's just darkness in my mental. Cyber schizo, scribe sharpening his pencil, and he paint a rhyme like it's stencil. Slid on my retro mark echo, city blocks in art deco, shots dissect them, blood splatter like child freckles. Awoke to sleeping dogs barking in the night like jackals. Time is just a flat circle, make your mark and let it echo.
All right, that was Rip Lux. That was Rip Lux with Silver Medal. Shit. Ray Stanz, what we think about Rip Lux?
Fire. Fucking fire. Tone, cadence, delivery, lyrics, lyricism was just on 1,000. H.P. Lovecraft, Bloodbath, like still sticking in my head. I gotta go with that great beat selection, great just all around tone, you know, the artist tone and delivery meshing with the beat. Yeah, I gotta go 90. I gotta go 90. You know, shout out Rip Lux. I think it's Spectre in the Discord. Spectre's been chomping at the bit for whatchamacallit, versus battle.
The Square Up.
Yeah, Square Up. Sorry, Square Up.
Yeah, we've heard Spectre before. We've heard Lux before. He's very, very good rapper. Great tone. I love his like accent and how he works his words. I think that it makes it sound laid back, like he doesn't give a fuck, which gives it its own attitude. I'd actually really love to hear Spectre King Zig collab, because his energy is so like aggressive, don't give a fuck, laid back, and Zig's so aggressive energy, don't give a fuck. Like, I'd love to hear the contrast and how they complement each other with that contrast, because you know how that goes. But yeah, I really, your lyrics dirty as hell, not in like a nasty way, just like dirty, like bad, like great lyrics. You know, your tone great, your delivery is nice. There's a couple places I'd suggest maybe tightening up, but you flow so easily, like the way that you bounce, you know, and just with your accent, I think that might be what I'm hearing. But I would bring down on the hook part, the woo, whatever that sound is. It's like, bring it down a little bit, because it's a little too high. It kind of drowns out it, and it's just not in cohesiveness with the rest of the song. So whatever that ad lib is, bring that down a little bit. But yeah, I would love to hear a collab with you and Zig. But this was really good. I'm going to give this an 85.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Rip Lux's music, and every song that I hear of his is consistently dope. You kind of know what you're going to get, and I'm never disappointed. This was fucking fire. Here's the deal with Rip Lux. Like, this man can just find the grimiest boom bap beat and just spit the fucking dopest. Some call it an old school style. I don't necessarily know if I believe that, but I'm also an old fuck. But this is just pure fucking hip hop to me. I love it. I love what he did here. I think he crushed it. The problem with Riplux, though, is that he doesn't know how to make a hook. You could put a gun to his head and say, make a catchy hook. He was like, I don't know, just another 2-minute freestyle. You're like, no. A hook, a fucking hook. Do a hook. So I think, this is maybe where collaborations, maybe working with some folks in the community, aka me, might come in handy, where somebody who knows how to make a hook can make a fucking banger together. That being said, I love this song. This is a 90 all day for me. And it's short and sweet. I need a hook for it, So that's where we're at. Also, shout out in the chat, big shout out from J-Ick, aka Jacob. I would love to see a track with Jacob and Riplux. I think that would be fucking fire.
Let's get the cipher, just Jacob, Zig, and Riplux. Just 3 back-to-back 16s, just tearing it up.
I would love to listen to that. All right. Next up, this is the second to last song of the evening. Our queue has been closed. Thanks to everyone for watching. We appreciate your guys' support. We appreciate you rocking along with us. And this isn't like, just a one-off here, right? Like, sure, we might be gearing towards the end of our night. At the same time, we do this every fucking Wednesday. So if you missed us tonight, feel free to pop in next Wednesday. There's also a ton of insane artists, some of which submitted songs tonight that blew my fucking dick off. Like, this is some of the most talented shit I've ever seen on the internet. I am stoked by all of the talent we have in our Discord. And I would encourage you, if you haven't already, to actually pay attention to that shit. I've joined Discords for live music reviews where I'm like, play my song monkey. Here's $5. Do it. Tell me how good I am.
Puppet, song puppet.
Dance for me, song puppet. But at the same time, like, you're missing out on a lot of fucking crazy opportunity, in my opinion, of people that like are miles and miles and miles ahead of what's out there on the radio that people just don't know about. Undiscovered talent. I get stoked. I love doing this shit for that reason. Seeing all the fucking randomness that comes in and seeing the people connect together. Beautiful thing. So,
yeah, please make sure you're networking. Drop your shit. Network with each other. That's how you get anywhere in this business. You can't get anywhere if you don't have anybody.
It's true. We do it together.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, you know who does things together? MC Razor did a thing with Bex and Bright called Confessions of a Shopaholic. Let's see what that's about.
I get paid and I hit the store and spend money like I can't go poor. Spend money like I can't go poor. You know, till my bank will short. I get paid and I hit the store and spend money like I can't go poor. Spend money like I can't go poor, like I can't go poor till I can't no more. Hop on the beat when dollars dropping the BANK. Shopping spree's the only option to me. Talking is cheap, but if this blabbermouth rapper spots to crap around, verbal diarrhea. If we're not, that's allowed. I'll spend until I go for a short flight. Record heights packed in crowds, stacked to clouds. Or at least 2.5 toes in the fortnight. Flew then the left slows in the report I took from account the amount of all of it. Open up wallet, try to make dollars fit. Pockets got some weight to gain. My motives are local like a freight train, and I'm running through green like a team of stampede bison across the Great Plains. Hey, game, feeling like $60 when I make it rain. Don't mix me up if you pray for change. You get penny, quarter, nickel, and dime, sack of you re-up, take the pain. I just spend and I spend, so my ends tend to end. I don't bend in amends, an offensive defense, so my lens sense in a sense has since went poof. With no proof really, cash constraints, wish I could move freely. Life do deal me prolonged forces, the weeks goes by, there's no strong force. Spend it till my head spinning foregone torque. Born with a stainless 4-prong fork, connected like a 2-prong plug. But these bill collectors got me like a fluke on drugs. paranoid, talking to calls, fuck, I know they're annoyed. Rare enjoyment because of my uptight, unfair employment. But I need it, that there's a lesson and not demolished. So what you wanna hear? Oppression of a locked up baller, the confessions of a shopaholic. I get paid, then I hit the store and spend money like I can't go poor. Spend money like I can't go poor. You know, so my bank won't short. I get paid, then I hit the store and spend money like I can't go poor. Spend money like I can't go poor, like I can't go poor till I can't no more. You get paid and it gets spent. You get paid and it gets spent. You get paid and it gets spent. Every wet cent to your left bank. I set aim for the present, but I net pain as a peasant. I get paid and it gets spent. It's my medicine until death's end. Another day, another silver dollar, looking for another way to try and filter squalor. I said another day, another silver dollar, another day, another Ilvers holler for these silver dollars. Credit card max like HBO till I'm an HOB, yo, it's crazy, yo. Every peso we blow takes me home out of this wasteful ego. Pay free zone, the radio and TV make the going easy, but it's bringing it back out of the negative. Overdraft fees are an imminent act. Unlimited cash is a dream, but wish your way officially malicious if it's made for your own game. But don't hold breath, you'll have to let emphysema dissipate. All I know is cash is feels fed. Sneaky and with sneakers, a casual head. Task to skill that, cash you feel dread. Task to build cred, out to capture like cannons. Blam, when I blast you bills dead. I pray I can adhesive the blessings, rubber rock, get solid. So what you wanna hear? Oppression of a locked up baller, the confessions of a shopaholic. I get paid, then I hit the store and spend money like I can't go poor. Spend money like I can't go poor. You know, till my bank won't short. I get paid, then I hit the store and spend money like I can't go poor. Spend money like I can't go poor, like I can't go poor till I can't no more. You get paid and it gets spent. You get paid and it gets spent. You get paid and it gets spent. Every wet cent to your left back. I set aim for the present, but I net pain as a peasant. I get paid and it gets spent. It's my medicine until death's end.
All right. That was MC Razor, Confessions of a Shopaholic, produced by Bex and Bright. I'm going to just real quickly say this. I think the quality was difficult, right? There was a clear quality issue in here, and I think that the mix was probably an attempt to mask whatever equipment that they're using, but in my headset, it just made it more evident, right? I think that splitting the vocals, like the way that they did, really loud in this ear, just panning all the way left, all the way right. I would have wanted something maybe more in the center, buried inside of the instrumental, just from a technical perspective. And there is a choice you can make from, okay, let's pan, or let's, strategically do that. But to me, it didn't feel like it worked in this instance. I think that I like the topic. I like some of the writing. He had an interesting delivery. I think for me, the mix was the main issue that kind of held this track back. And it was kind of hard to focus on some of the good parts when, the mix was so distracting to me. I would give this a 65 because I see potential in there, but I just didn't like the overall execution with the mix. What about you, Nikki?
I agree. I also give it a 65. I really think that you had the foundational, you sound like you're a great rapper, and I completely agree. I think it's an equipment issue. I think your mic, whatever the hell you're recording on, is not that great quality, or it's some sort of connection you have going on. It just doesn't sound that great. And it sucks because it takes away from the rest of this, because you do have a lot of very good rapping skills. You are definitely you definitely are a seasoned rapper. You're not brand new. I can tell that by the way that you do your cadences, and I definitely agree with Zebra that I think that you did try to cover it up, or someone did try to cover up whatever equipment issue you might have going on. by like adding the reverb and stuff. Like there was so much reverb on it because I used to add so much reverb when I was recording from my phone because it was the only thing that would cover up the background stuff. So I definitely would, look into, I know obviously you do what you can with what you have. I would stick around the Discord. A lot of people do sometimes have like extra stuff that they do give away. We do run stuff like that too. I know Dice is starting up stuff for equipment if equipment is an issue, because you do sound like you're a good rapper. And I definitely don't want to see something like that hold you back, because it's definitely the quality that's holding back this track for me too. There's certain spots too, I do think that you do need to tighten up your flow a little bit. But again, I don't know if that's the quality or the mix issue. It's hard to tell. But I think that there's definitely improvements to be made here. But I really think that it starts with what equipment you're using. Invest in yourself if you can.
Yeah, pretty much in the same ballpark as you guys. I was going to go 60. The thing that stood out, excuse me. About to speak ill of something, and I'm going to get a thing in my throat.
Karma.
What stood out for me was let's say else that constructed me. Mix wise, like I noticed like volume disparities, like in the punch-ins or like verses versus hooks or something. Like I'm sure that's kind of what you were saying, the same thing, but it was just like a big, like just like a volume, just inconsistent from one part to another. Yeah, I agree. The MC definitely has skills and competency. I did feel like some of the flow choices and just kind of there were moments where the choices felt a little bit sloppy and not executed as well as they might have been conceived in the artist's mind. Especially like bar crossing and stuff like that. That's something that stood out to me. And then finally, like on the hook, writing wise, I didn't like it. It just felt a little bit like lyrically shallow and inconsistent. Just with some of the choices there. But yeah, beat was solid. I think I definitely agree with like Nikki and D-Bird that, like definitely like there's definitely something there, and it's like definitely working on some level, and just kind of maybe with like a re-record and like some light rewriting, might be a good look. It's 7 months, I know you might be done with it and probably on to the next things like we all are, but yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I'm gonna go 60.
All right. And the last song of the day we have. Oh,
I don't know about MC Razor. I think that he sounds a little bit like M Theory.
Totally, yeah. Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that they would sound good together too.
Oh, P Drippy, yeah. P Drippy, you should have sent your song in earlier, man. We closed the queue like an hour ago. I mean, if you want to, tip, you want to sub, whatever, like we'll get to your shit. But yeah, man, we got one song left in the queue for the night. It is the legend himself, Mr. Jacob, aka Ice Cream Click in the YouTube. He entitled this one Smoke Break. Let's see what the fuck he did.
Track dying every time I hit the doja. I get high fast. Minus in the sky, I'm skywalk on a sky rap. Scrape the mumble rappers and hit them with mortar blast. Pacing back and forth like I'm wired. I got a cord attached. Honda Civics filled with stupendous amount of quarterbacks. We been making plays, yeah, I'm a quarterback. Quit playing my gang, not a gang, but we poppin'. Wordsmith and I've been pimping my many optics. It's my delight to bring it back, that rap shit. The type of verses that give a feeling of ominous. I'm so timeless, dominant with my common sense. The flow prominent, promise I do not politic. But if it's something on the line that will make life better, then it's me saying fuck off to my conscience. I just wanna kick it back, bro. but the bills getting higher than your boy. I owe a trick, nothing got me feeling like Des Moines. Players keep scoring, we ain't keeping track of points, so roll me up another. Wheels keep spinning on my damn Maxima. Keep my own damn chin up. One day I'll be in a brand new limousine. I know that I'm new to the scene. I hope y'all get to know me if it's cool like Keith. I'm sorta introverted, but I export these instrumentals when I sentimentally speak. Intellectually weak, I can never be dead. My mental really OP, so I don't peek at the past. I see they mad as could be. They cussing at me, I laugh. I'm moving tough with my team, so how we gon' finish last? We can't pause for nobody person, and I ain't sorry about it. Fuck getting it out the mud, I had to move a mountain. Made a pact with some other wolves, and now we hounding. Tenfold, copy that, read about it. We can't pause for nobody person, and I ain't sorry about it. Fuck getting it out the mud, I had to move a mountain. Made a pact with some other wolves, and now we hounding. Tenfold, copy that. I just wanna kick it back, bro, but the bills getting higher than your boy. I owe a trick, nothing got me feeling like Des Moines. Players keep scoring, we ain't keeping track of points, so roll me up another. Wheels keep spinning on my damn Maxima. Keep my own damn chin up. I ain't even lying, I'm getting higher than a motherfucker. Took a little smoke break. Took a little smoke break. Took a little smoke break. Bomb, time. Took a little smoke break. Bomb, pack. Took a little smoke break. Bomb, time. Took a little smoke break. Bomb.
All right, that was Jacob, aka Ice Cream Click, with Smoke Break. Ray Stanz, what are your thoughts on that shit?
I liked when Jacob said, scrape it and hit him with the mortar blast. Jacob, have you done tile as well? I know that you work in roofing, and it sounds like maybe you've done some tile work as well, because that was like kind of a cool line. Man, what can we say? Fucking incredible beat selection. I was humming to it at the end, and I love that bluesy, like lean forward kind of rhythm. Of course, Jacob did his thing, super fucking cool on it, super competent, awesome flow, awesome fucking lyricism. What was I thinking? I liked he was doing like just a kind of like a simple A-B towards the end, but like he's got great like word selection. Yeah, fucking all around W. Is this going to be on the next project, Jacob, or is this just like a Lucy, or what's going on with this? It was dope. I really liked it. I would play it again. I would put it on the playlist. We'll give it a 85.
Wow. All right, Nikey Joe.
Well, P Drippy, don't leave. We'll listen to your song for your birthday. First of all, happy birthday. I love you. Glad you're here for your birthday.
Yeah, we're gonna play your song on your birthday.
I was gonna make I was like, we should tell him not to leave, right?
Yeah, I just don't want him to leave because I know he was gonna leave. I'm like, don't leave. It's like you're here on your birthday, like come the fuck out. But anyway,
shout out.
Sorry, P Drippy, this isn't about you right now. Gosh. This is about Jacob. Just kidding. I love you. But Jacob, this is so good. I feel like I haven't heard anything from you in so long. When did he post this? I just need to do a better job of keeping up with my friends' YouTubes. I'm sorry. I think that was not 11 months ago.
This was 1 day ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is this coming out on Orange Paint? Did Orange Paint just come out?
Lit free verse before Orange Paint drops.
Because he knew he was going to put it here, and they were going to be like, "Where is it?"
I'm such a bad friend. Like I didn't think Orange Paint was out already. What the fuck? But anyways, this was so good. This makes me even more excited for the album, which I already was excited about. I mean, like I know that like you've been doing your thing and shit, and like just keep doing your thing. You're just so good. I love your different tones that you use, because you do have different tones and emotions you use in so many different ways and so many different deliveries that you have. You're like a man of many deliveries. You're like freaking USPS in this bitch. Like you literally just give so many different things in different ways, and I just love it. Like I never know what I'm gonna get with you. I'm so thankful and grateful that I know you. You're just good. The bill's getting higher than the bill's always getting higher than me, and it's so fucking annoying that we need to stop this imbalance. But like, this was just so good. I can't wait for the album. I don't even know what else to say because I'm sick and it's the end of the night, but I love this. It makes me happy. I'm glad that you're just fucking still crushing it nonstop always.
Hell yeah. My
And
feedback.
congratulations on the shows with I wish that I was out there to go to your shows. I would be at every single one. I don't care. It's just really far drive for me right now.
Wow, fucking really roasting me. I'm an hour away, and you're like, oh,
You're
Michigan, I would.
You're busy as fuck. I would show up to your shows too if you had them. I don't know. It's who I am.
I am kind of busy, but I make friends.
It's who I am. I'm weird, and that's like why I'm so stressed out all the time because I say yes to everybody, and I try to do everything.
Well, speaking of doing everything, Jacob did everything on this track. He did everything right. He did everything, and I hate him. I think that here's where I'm at. Jacob, you kind of know what you're gonna get. It's just a solid fucking style. You are so comfortable on the mic. Your command of your tone is unparalleled. Like, you and Passive have this in spades, and you're kind of the example that we talk about when, you know, newer rappers have that like robot sound. We're like, there's other ways to do it. Listen to some of these guys, right? I think that flow, delivery, fucking fire, the beats, this actually had a very familiar sound to it. So this guy that produced this really, this is I think a deep cover remix maybe from like Fat Joe and Big Pun.
Ooh, I could hear that, some of that bass line at least, right? Yeah.
Dome, dome, dome. Yeah. Fucking dope. So I'll just say that, like, you know what you're gonna get. I like everything that he did here. For me, man, I'm jealous. Fuck you.
I'm jealous, but I'm so happy.
I would give this a 90. I think this would make my playlist. I would listen to this again all day.
Yeah, I didn't rate it. I forgot. I do 95.
95? Okay. Cool. And the only reason I give it a 90 is just, you know, it is a fun little free verse. You know, put in some catchy hooks in the middle of it, maybe by your boy D Bird, and we can have a track. All right. Well, we were gonna close the queue, but P Drippy joined us for his fucking birthday. I was gonna surprise him, but we kind of spoiler alerted it. So you know what? Let's do one more song from our boy P Drippy. But that's it. I don't care if you have $1,000 and you want us to stream more. Some people are on the East Coast and they have fucking jobs and, you know, colds to attend to.
Yeah.
So,
listen, I
think we might have lost P Drip. I don't see the chat right
come
now.
out of my eyes. It's right here.
nah, Drip's still here. So shout out P Drippy. Thanks for joining us on your birthday, my friend. I appreciate you wanting to spend it with us. We will take a gander, take a little listen at your song, and, you know, hopefully we don't have to shit on it on your birthday. Although I'm kidding, because
unless you're into that, then lay on down because we're about to play it.
All right.
What the fuck you did that shit again?
Why do I fuck up? But I want it bad, bad, bad. Just gotta take time. I don't know how long, when. So many situations that I know I cannot be involved in. So many tribulations that I got to keep my head up in. And they say you gon' lose. And I gotta have patience. And I gotta keep working. I've been holding my own self.
myself but won't fall. Oh, you so dumb. You ain't none. Try to hold it down. I got a lot to say. Hey, hey. Oh. I got the key to the door, trying to fuck up the game. My brain is so foggy, I think that I'm stuck in a maze. Putting this pen to the paper, I'm writing this pain. Step in the booth and they tell me to drop, keep my distance from no slings. I see I'm grateful, I'm living, this shit is amazing, can't be in the grave. Go on your business, know that he tight. You don't spray, he rushing up, bro, pass me the what? Get the fuck out the streets. Yeah. No, I won't change and I'ma stay the same. See the picture, you see it clear. Why do I fuck up? But I want it bad, bad, bad. Just gotta take time. I don't know how long when. So many situations that I know I cannot be involved in. So many tribulations that I gotta keep my head up in. And this ain't gon' lose. And I gotta have patience. And I gotta keep working. I've been holding my own sense.
All right, that was P. Drippy, Close Your Eyes. All right, I'm just going to go out on a limb. I have never done this before in my fucking life. I swear to God. Not once on this stream. You can check the fucking receipts. I've never given a 100 until today. Wow. That was 100 for me.
Wow.
That's a fucking... You know, I'm not trying to like set a bar that my fucking, you guys give it whatever rating you guys want to give it. For me, this was a fucking 100. And I'm not saying it because it's your birthday. I'm not saying it because whatever. I fucking loved this. This was the perfect time signature. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. It was perfect. I love everything about this. The vocal tones, the singing, the production. This was fucking fire, and I needed it on a playlist yesterday.
Yesterday, he says. Yesterday. This was so good. I am not going to give it 100. I don't know if I've given it 100 probably because it's me. I'm going to give it a 95 because I can't take D-Bird's 100 moment. And it's your guys' moment for your birthday. But I like this thoroughly. I turned it a little bit because I had my speakers really high. It wasn't anything to do with your mix. I was just like, whoa, it's like 10:30, Uncle Bruce sleeping. Beat drippy coming in hot and speakers, dripping on my speakers. But I really liked your different ad-libs that you had too. I don't know if it was your voice and you just altered it and mixed it. I don't know who mixed this, but it was really good. Your libs were mixed like perfectly, like behind Patience and stuff, where it was, that classic, like almost sounds like a kid voice, but it's kind of your voice. And then I did like your lyrics. I loved when you started, with your straight through, like your energy. I love your high energy how you switch between your lower tone and cadence to your high energy, like when you went to to the why do I fuck up, like, and then to the too many situations in your tribulations. Like it was all over great. So I really like this is really greatly composed. It was interesting the whole way through, so it kept attention and it was relatable. I definitely give this a 95. Good job and happy birthday. Love you.
Yeah, it was all right. No, I'm playing. It was fire. I agree with everybody in the chat. I agree with the other reviewers. I'm same with Nikki. I won't steal that. I'm just thinking like, maybe we should give more hundreds because like hundreds just what's 100?
I've never done it. I loved it that much.
I just like where you go from there though. That's the thing is like, I'm like, once they give 100, then what? What if there's something better than
this?
That?
This is the bar though. This is the bar. Get up to fucking P Drippy's bar. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah. P Drippy is the grading curve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you remember like there was like teachers in school. You guys probably had these type of teachers. They'd be like, well, I don't ever give 100s on work because
Yeah,
blah, 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 blah,
fuck
blah.
them.
Well, why does the scale go that high?
That's me, I guess. I guess that's me.
No. Not
I'm
shitting
the
on you guys.
nicest person. I'll give everybody 95s, but I'm like, I just like, what then? Like, then I got to give extra credit. Like,
Shout out. Sorry.
what if it's a banger and a video? Like, fuck. We got to expand.
Here's the thing. If it hits you like that, it hits you like that. For me, I thought about that same thing. I was like, do I give it 100 or I just say 95 just cause? It was 100 for me the way I was feeling it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and just put 100 down for my boy. That's
not to tell you your business, D-Bird, but I would expect 100 to come along with a double dab, and especially on his birthday.
You're right. I didn't give him the double dab.
And I'm too nice. Once I give 100, everybody's gonna have hundreds.
You just do it for what
And
you're
that's
feeling
just-
100s
that's
for.
who I am. I feel a lot of songs, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're great rating like 80s. I'm like, I guess, dude, the
Look.
95.
You know
Yeah,
what?
man, it's
I'll
fine.
take back some of my ratings for a night. After hearing that song, some of these motherfuckers deserve a negative 100. Fuck you.
I think.
Just
Sorry,
kidding.
guys.
Just kidding.
I think about that though too. Like once we get further in the night, I'm like, damn, I rated some pretty high. Like this is, comparable to that. I rated a little bit lower. I think that it's just because it does kind of turn into a sliding scale throughout the night.
Turns out, guys,
Get your shit in
ratings
early,
are
y'all, or
subjective.
sub and tip, because it kind of is depending on where you're at the night. It's all, there's variables, man, and it's all fucking subjective.
Sorry,
Yeah.
take away, Ray.
No. I mean, I'm not on much more to say. You guys hit all the high points. Oh, one of my favorite. There was like Nikki, you were asking about the mix. I just really liked. There was one part where the layers just sounded so good. Like when he was hitting that one section. But I'll go 95. Shout out P Drippy, happy birthday. Pretty much. Is there anything that we don't love that you ever drop? So thanks for coming through again, spending some birthday time with us. Happy fucking birthday, man. When's the, I don't know. You dropping actually, you did just drop a project, I think. I thought you were saying a week or so ago that something was coming out. I'm going to go check for that.
I mean,
everybody go check. It's P Drippy's birthday. Everybody go check for his
Drop
project.
your Spotify link.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
chat,
drop
your
your Spotify
SoundCloud, hopefully Spotify, because not everybody has SoundCloud. Remember, y'all, if you're releasing on SoundCloud, mostly only artists have SoundCloud. I never heard of SoundCloud till I became an artist last year. So, like, if you want other people that aren't artists listening to music, try to release it elsewhere as well.
I think, I'll say this too. Like, I think, Drippy can back me up on this. And if you look at any of our old streams, you can watch it for yourself. Like, I haven't always given Drippy, just glowing praise, right? Like, it's subjective. It's very much like everyone receives the song as it is and then gives their feedback based on their own experiences, right? So, it's not an automatic A for me or for anyone else, but you did the work, you did your shit, you fucking crushed this song out of the park. So maybe I did call your song. I don't know. Maybe there was one song back in the day I called ass. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Either way, shout out, brother. You're putting in the work, and I'm fucking stoked at seeing all this shit. So that's how it can be. Like, I'll say the same shit to my homies, like my actual friends that are like, part of our crew, White Collar Rhymes. We submit our own songs for this shit, right? This isn't just like, I'm just going to be nice to you because I like you. You know what I mean? Like, Dice is called my song's ass. Like, it goes around.
They told me that I sound like I fell down a well.
You did. You fucking did.
Dice gave me a 35.
And they said it doesn't matter.
I gave 35 last week.
Doesn't matter. She's a nice person. She can't rap. And I
Yeah.
said, well, I'm a singer, not a rapper. So that's okay. But fuck you guys. And that's how I got here.
I also like that most people have their white collar villain moment. I think a lot of people who come around frequently, like, they get some good feedback they get a good and constructive feedback, and then eventually you get like something that's just like you're like, I'm gonna write this track.
Today I listened to some of my old shit, and I'm like, holy fuck! I had so much reverb. God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we've come a long way, haven't we?
It's so bad. Some of my stuff it's not bad content, like, but it's bad quality.
Well, here's what I'd say is like, look, whether you're tuning in later, whether you're tuning in for the first time, you know, this review show every Wednesday, we have it every single Wednesday, usually around 4 to 4:30 ish. You know, 4 with some
Pacific
yeah,
time. Yeah.
Pacific time. 4 fudge numbers. 4-ish with 7-ish Eastern time. Being kind of the target. But we do this every fucking Wednesday. We spend hours out of our own busy ass schedules just to listen to what people present to us. And honestly, we have so much fun listening to what fucking talented fucks you guys are, and giving our honest feedback, our first reactions. That's all we can offer, right? All we say is, here's how I'm feeling about what you presented to me. Here's how I think it could be better. Here's, maybe a couple jokes to, just be entertaining on the live stream, because why else would we do it? But at the end of the day, we care about our community. We care about people getting better. And that's why we do what we do. White Collar Rhymes is about collaboration, networking, and just getting as good as you fucking can with your craft. Shout out for everyone that submitted songs tonight. Thank you. We wouldn't exist without you guys.
Shout out to the whole community.
Shout out to the whole community.
Oh, Friday's Joe Jam too.
Shout out to the Joe Jam.
No, Friday the Joe Jam Jackbox. Are you going to come to it this time, D-Bird?
When is it?
This Friday.
Definitely not.
It's the Joe Jam Christmas Jammies Jackbox. We're all wearing Christmas pajamas. Dice is hosting in his robe.
So for everyone that doesn't have a fucking life, has nothing to do on Friday, come to the live stream on Friday.
Oh yeah, it's Ray's birthday. No, it's Ray's birthday.
It's Ray's birthday.
At least a portion of my birthday at the Joe Jam broadcast.
And he's gonna come up for his birthday.
All right. Well, now I'm feeling guiltier the longer that we go on, because I didn't even know this is a thing. But Friday, come out to the Jackbox. All these hot ass, beautiful women that are all fucking related to each other. All these hot ass relatives are gonna be in fucking pajamas,
onesies, zipped up, and probably fucking drinking wine and hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll read the night before Christmas or something.
All these, inebriated, hot ass, very married women are going to be doing Jackbox. Very much moms.
Right here,
very much related. They're all going to be doing some Jackbox on Friday, so come out for that. What time, Nikki?
9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific, and
Perfect.
2 a.m. British springtime, I believe.
Yeah.
GMT.
Fair enough. Got to cover all the time zones.
2 a.m. I have it on my flyer. I'm sorry I didn't get to make it. I was sick. I'm still
All
sick.
right. Well, join us again on Friday. Cyclone,
That's awesome, Cyclone.
That's awesome. Shout out for your first studio time. We will definitely look forward to hearing it. Drop it in the Discord. Our queue has been closed for tonight, but drop it in the Discord under the submit your finished songs or in the lounge. And we will definitely take a listen and try and give you some feedback then. But as for the queue, is closed. As for tonight, it's been a fucking pleasure and an honor to be your host. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and think about me as you're fucking falling asleep. So,
whoa.
Peace out, community. Love you guys.